Good day, everybody. Welcome. You're watching this episode. You're watching this Aspie stream, and this stream is a post-debate stream about my recent debate with Owen Benjamin, who I'm hopefully one of you is familiar with. I'm going to wait till somebody shows up, till somebody's watching. Man, I was expecting people.
Hola.
Hello? Hey, hello there, JJ. How are you?
Pretty good. Just have some drainage and all. My throat's kind of sickly.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the others. Nobody's watching right now, but hopefully somebody will eventually pop in to see.
Yeah, I just got back here from Josh's stream, so.
Yeah, I wonder when I wonder Esmin, Loudmouth, and all of them should be coming here eventually.
All right.
Humane and everybody else.
Yeah, Humane was currently on the stream with us.
Really?
Yeah, he was talking about the military. He was talking about the military and what it was like when he was in the military and all.
Oh yeah. Sure. Yeah, man. Now this one guy, this Tucker guy, is wanting me to
Yeah, I saw that.
Wanting me to invite him directly. I'm like, all right, 1 second, please. Can't you just click the link?
I think it'd just be better if he did that.
Yeah, I don't know why he wants my email, but.
Do you know this guy personally, or is he just like some weirdo?
He followed me today, and he was commenting on my video. And oh, hey, Loudmouth, how are you?
Hey, Loudmouth.
Yeah.
All right, we're waiting for everybody else to show up to start the conversation about my horrendous debate with Owen.
I'll be back in a second. I have to go somewhere.
I gotta say, some parts were like fucking hilarious, man.
Yeah, I know. You said your sides were.
What's so funny about a chick with a penis?
Yeah.
Chicks with. All right, Steve Shive Show came in there and said, "I love me some chicks with dicks."
Yeah. Yeah, that was perfect. I remember that from Bearing. That was hilarious.
That is just comedy gold. That should be like remixed into like a tape. Okay, my God.
Yeah. I'm actually planning when everybody gets here to actually go through the debate and see and go actually watch a little bit of it to see to watch some parts, to see how to go basically talk about it and react to some of the stuff.
Mind if I post this link publicly so we might get some crazy characters?
Sure.
I'm going to tweet this link out publicly on my Twitter feed.
All right.
So we like get someone nuts to come in.
Wait.
Should I like call out no bullshit again and try to get him to come in?
No, I'm trying.
I really hate that motherfucker. Like I really hate his guts, but I always try to get him on live streams.
Well, the thing is, this is a post-debate stream. I want to talk with a few people. So after we're done talking about that, then you can post the link.
Oh, I already posted. You want me to delete it or?
Sure.
Huh?
Sure. Go ahead. I want people in who have watched the debate.
Sorry. Do you want me to delete it or not? I'm sorry.
Yeah, delete it, please.
Okay, I'll delete it.
Yeah, this is a
And you said it posted publicly, so I posted it publicly.
I'm waiting for Humane and S-Man to get in here. I'm wondering what's taking them so long.
Well, they can't. They're not always going to be at your beck and call, man. People do have lives.
I know. I was just I told everybody 6 o'clock, and they agreed. But I think they'll come in eventually. So
yeah, probably. They usually show up.
Yeah. So I know JJ. I know JJ left his stream to come here, but we might as well start talking about the debate. So I
didn't really watch the whole thing. I just kind of clicked around and watched a few parts. To be honest, you did stutter a lot. Was the kind of the main. The only thing you did wrong was the stuttering was pretty excessive, but I guess I stutter too. Like I rewatch my live streams. I don't really realize while I'm saying them how much I stutter, but I stutter more than I think. So I guess, you know.
Yeah, me too. I stutter a lot when I'm talking. Especially during that because I was really nervous. Actually, I had agreed to debate him that day, and I just debated him early. I had prepared some stuff, but I didn't.
What is so funny about a woman with a penis? that is the best. That line is the best thing I've ever heard in my life. What is so funny about a woman with a penis?
There's a lot.
I can't do this shit. It's like living in the fucking Twilight Zone because only men have penises. Okay.
Yeah.
I just story. If you have a penis, you're a dude.
Yeah, if you're you're a biological male, as I told him earlier in the debate. Yes. All right, I just had to tell S-Man that. Yes. There we go. All right. Anyway, yeah, that was pretty hilarious. I remember that was going to be funny. When he said, chicks with dicks, I just started laughing.
Yeah, because it was like, the Steve Shives quote. Yeah, I love me some.
Yeah,
chicks.
I just was like, and then he just like goes, "Oh, what's so funny about a woman with a penis?" And it just like,
oh my god, you're comedy gold. My god.
Oh god. Hey, E-Humane, how are you?
Sweet. I just get to join all of the live streams today.
Damn right. How's my favorite patron doing?
Oh, your favorite? Man, the other guy must really, really suck.
Oh, you're both my favorite patrons. You're both awesome.
Yeah, because you both give him money, so.
Yeah, exactly. You give me money, therefore I like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay, that's the only reason, right?
No, you're
If
not.
it wasn't for that, you'd be a complete asshole. All right.
No, I'm a nice guy.
All right, I'm back.
I'm just one big ray of sunshine.
Yeah.
Same.
Did you watch? Yeah. We were talking about the funniest moment. What was the guy you debate? Owen something?
Owen McDonald.
Owen McDonald.
He has no dick because the fucking pussy.
Yes, the funniest thing ever was
Is this true?
Where he says, "What's so?" Where Aspie starts laughing and he says, "What's so funny about a woman with a penis?"
Yeah.
A lot of things, actually. It's like something you'd see in a grade B comedy movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, and even some of even some of the more recent ones or whatever. That's kind of like a running joke. I think I brought this up in others.
Yeah.
Whatever. Where there's the guy and he's like, oh, and her Adam's apple is so awesome, and he's like, everybody else is like, that's a dude.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you saw that joke, that Adam's apple joke I threw in my Riley Dennis video, right?
Yeah, it used to be a joke that people had no problem laughing at, and now for some reason,
Got everybody here.
Now joking about a woman having an Adam's apple is kind of taboo, and you're like, oh, how dare you? That's transphobic. And you're like,
That was hilarious.
Only dudes have penises. End of story. You have a dick.
And Adam's apples.
Really, I joked yesterday that Owen would be stroking.
No, Adam's apples can be like something both sexes. They're more prominent in men, but both sexes have them. All right.
Yeah,
I made a joke yesterday. I was like, Owen.
No, only men have them.
no, like women don't generally don't have prominent ones.
Mine
I made a
prominent,
joke yesterday that Owen would. I made a joke that Owen would stroke Riley's Adam's apple, and oh my god, the salt was beautiful. But I don't get
And you
why.
You also said Riley J. Dennis has an audience because her, or his Adam's apple has a, has enough attraction to bring in subscribers.
Aspie's told that joke a few times.
You told the
guys.
joke. Wait, what? What's that?
Going to play a little bit of this debate, the first couple minutes of it, and we're all
Dude, you
going
lit
to
this shit up.
Yeah, we're not gonna watch the whole thing, are we?
Oh, it's a little too long.
Yeah,
Hour and a half. Look.
I just want to watch the whole thing.
we're just gonna do a few parts, like this part right here.
Yeah.
Transphobia, and just generally have a discussion about
Fucking British cuck.
Yep.
for trans sort of people debating stuff. So I'll let you have the opening sort of argument.
Faggot.
But you can begin.
An opening statement? Oh, sure. Transgenderism. It's basically, if I was to define transgenderism, I would basically define it as a kind of product of a mental disorder known as gender dysphoria. It's a basically a mental disorder where a person of one gender, male or female, thinks he's gender, and thinks, and it's a basically a lot of times you have surgeries, people transition, you know, through hormones and stuff into the other we should say sex or gender. And as somebody who was actually autistic himself, who's very mildly autistic, I take the transgender issue a little bit more at a different angle, because I can understand having a very mental disorder, but I also I can understand. I have respect for a transgender, for some. I'm flustered. I drove here so fast. I am.
It's no problem.
I know. If I was to define transgenderism, it's a mental disorder that's basically where somebody thinks that I'm gonna be right back, you guys. Gender, and that the way
Just pause the video real quick.
Yeah, pause the video.
Illness rather than a rights issue, because I have a difficult time.
I'm sorry, I just can't think coherently while having that in the background. Okay, so my thoughts are, was Owen lost miserably? Like, here's the thing. I mean...
Yeah, big time.
He kept getting angry that the guy was using the term...
Too much. It got in the way of his thinking.
The guy actually...
He was firing with pea shooters, and Aspie was shooting with full machine guns when it came to truth.
He came to a battle of wits completely unarmed.
Here's the thing, though, with Owen. He strawmanned Aspie to death with the whole, you think trans people are just like pedophiles. No, that wasn't his argument. His argument was that your logic for using the non-binary people are valid because they say so. Well, someone could say, I'm trans age or transracial. They can be valid just because they say so by that line of logic. He wasn't saying that trans people are just like, they're like pedophiles. He wasn't doing that comparison at all. He was just saying that your line of logic would not hold water in other contexts. Owen went full retard on that mode, so I think retard of September just goes to him automatically by default. Now, I can, like, and maybe, I think Aspie was a bit blunt, but fuck it. We live in a world full of people that need to take a blunt when they get so offended. I mean, it gets ridiculous to a point of where the guy might have it as a force of habit to say the term transgenderism or transgenders versus trans people, and also I found it retarded that he like, who cares? It just means the same. Like, who cares?
Like,
it's kind of the same thing.
Well, it's the I don't know if you've heard Lacey Green talking about this sort of thing. She's upset that that she used the word tranny, and she's like, oh, I shouldn't have used the T word, and it's like, what the fuck? That's because she's been harassed by people that are in this LGBT community for using the word tranny as it's offensive. And I'm like, that's the word they came up with. They started using tranny to refer to each other. This is not something that people were using as a label for them. It started off as a term that they would use for each other. And then people started using it, and they're like, oh, well, we can't use that word. We got to go switch to something else. All right, let's go trans person, transgender, transsexual, trans. You're like, tranny used to be all of that, like, and now there's transvestite, transgender, and transsexual, as if they're three different things. And you're like, transvestite, I guess maybe that's not quite in the same realm.
I'm back, you guys.
Close.
Well, that's just someone who likes cross dresses.
Sorry about that. My mom told me.
No, that's fine. Okay, Aspie, I'm going to tell you something. First of all, in my opinion, I think you beat the shit out of him, Owen. Here's why. He strawmanned you with the whole, your comparison, your argument was, you asked, what makes non-binary people valid? Answer, because they say they are. Then, and he completely, you weren't comparing trans people to pedophiles. You were using the line of logic he was using.
I don't know where he got that from.
And besides, like, I think, like, I know this might sound a bit mean to say, but I think he was the autistic one in the debate.
Oh, definitely.
Like, I think he went full retard in the debate.
Oh
Never
yeah.
go full retard. I know.
I've went full retard. It's stupid.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
so it's
Like, I think he went full retard in the debate.
so
Yeah.
is that a common thing where somebody actually might be autistic but it's undiagnosed and they don't realize it? Is that something that is?
Yeah,
22, so
that's how I was. That's how I was.
I
Oh,
think
man.
that may be Owen's case. He's like 19 or something. I'm like he told me in the first debate we had that he was 18, and I'm like according to his Twitter, when I looked at it one time, it says July he was born, and I'm like, oh cool. I'm like 2 months after that, and then he was born in the late 90s. I'm the early 2000s. The thing is, I think he definitely did go full retard. Like, I think it's a rare medical condition to go full retard for an hour and a half. If I were in Aspie's shoes, if I were Aspie in that debate, I would have lost my cool. I would have yelled, Owen, shut the fuck up! I'm talking. Shut your fucking mouth, Owen.
Yeah.
Or I
So
said, go eat some fucking fried chicken and watermelon, you dumb cunt.
yeah,
What?
Laughing uncontrollably and just have lost the debate because I couldn't have fought straight. I just
no, I would not have had the patience to deal with him for that long.
I had a two.
for having that kind of patience.
Yeah, to Aspie, at the very least, yours was an hour and a half. I had a debate with him on the same topic for 2.5 hours. He kept cutting me off, where he'd be like, oh, can I interject? And I thought, sure. But when I would try to interject to see if he would accept that type of behavior, he wouldn't. He just calls me transphobic, even though I had proven that I'm not. And I'm thinking, you know what, fuck you, dude. If you think I am, then you can just go suck Riley's Adam's apple.
I love
Or
his
suck,
comment at the end.
suck Riley's dick for all I care.
I love his comment
Oh,
at the
God.
end where he was talking about like I don't know if you were saying this or he was saying this, and so I think you might have been saying this and he was just agreeing with you. And you're like, okay, so transgender people can be transphobic and black people can be racist or can be well, the racist makes sense, but you were and what was the other one? Oh, gay people can be homophobic, and he's like, yes. And you're like, wait, what? Like, how can you be against what you are?
Well, yeah, but you can though, because what is it? What was it? The nightclub shooter from last year. He was a gay person who was homophobic, wasn't he? That's why he did.
Ironic as fuck.
He was actually himself a homosexual, and he hated himself for being gay, and that's what made him suicidal. And
Isn't there a word for that?
And it's crazy. It's a good word. Used to be a good word. I don't know if it is anymore.
Well, it was more than that. It was
Probably
it was
offensive
religion,
now.
basically. Religion. He was the member of a religion that taught that being a homosexual was evil, and he was a homosexual. So that kind of just created a dichotomy in his brain that drove him nuts.
Yeah.
Let's
Speaking
hope
of
he's
which,
not a Christian, because we don't need that bad.
Well,
you got Christians that have blown up abortion clinics. Anyway, look, I pointed out in the religion of Islam you can't be gay, and a Muslim is like random Islamophobia. If it makes me Islamophobic to call out the religion of Islam on its bullshit, then fuck it. I guess that's what makes me. Fuck it.
Well, that's the weird thing about
there's
Islam.
nothing
See,
to defend Islam.
There's all kinds of stuff about not being gay, but I mean, there's all kinds of stuff about having sex with little boys and grooming boys for sex slaves. So, but it's not gay though. And you're like, how is that? That is worse than being just gay.
Much worse.
That's being gay and a pedophile.
Yeah, it's
like Here's the thing though, like. It's like, he just called me Islamophobic because I pointed out it's oxymoronic to be a Muslim and gay. And he's like, gay Muslims exist, and I would have pointed out
well, they're not following their religion.
Yep.
So they're dumbasses.
Well, you shouldn't be a part of Islam anyway. I mean, it's a hateful rapist death cult. Which, if it were up to me,
I would
might sound extreme.
outlawed it a long time ago.
Well, here, I know this is gonna sound extreme, and I know we got like 3 Christians in this stream, so that you guys might cringe a little.
You're gonna say outlaw all religion.
No, not outlaw it, but I think like I believe you have the right to practice your religion, but it only extends to being indoors or it should only extend to being like in your house, at a mosque or a church or wherever building you go to practice your religion.
Yeah.
Just so we can keep it religiously neutral in public. Like if you have
I think that's a good thing to believe in.
Or if you rent a place, for instance, to have a party, then that's fine. Other than that, you can only practice religion in your home or at a church.
Well, if we eventually move to a system of all private property, well, then that will be the case. You can only preach your religion in the stuff that you own, or the stuff that you're allowed to use.
And isn't it in socialism? Speaking of private property, private property does not exist. I think a communism.
No, that's kind of, well, for some reason, people are. I've heard different aspects of this from people I've argued with. They're like, oh yeah, well you have the right to own your own house and your own food and clothes and stuff like that, but that's the extent of your private property. You don't own anything outside of that. And you're like, why not? Well, if you're gonna give people their own houses and
can't you own land
stuff, then not in absolute socialism, but it's like, well, if you're gonna give people that stuff, then what's to stop people from just getting stuff and then applying it to their house and then being like, oh no, now then this is my private property. It's part of my house, dude. It's my property now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick question. So I believe Jim said in one of his streams he was a libertarian.
Yes,
Am I correct? Yeah, I actually took the political compass test and it placed me as a center right-wing libertarian.
Where is this test? Anyway.
Yeah, we're getting a little sidetracked from the.
Well, anyway, from the debate. Yeah, my bad. I'll send JJ a link to the test. But speaking of the debate, I mean, I knew you two were going to very much disagree. I mean,
I knew.
I mean, from the simple fact he's far left and you're right wing. Like, I knew from the moment you two are going to probably agree on nothing. So
he's not left. He's not left wing. He's ultra left wing. I mean, he's freakishly left.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. But yeah.
I was about to say. So, did you notice that? Like, has anything that he said? I mean, was any of it original? I mean, was it any?
No.
Because I mean,
just calling everything transphobic, homophobic, that's all.
That sounds exactly what he does all the goddamn time.
That's all he ever fucking does. He's just a fucking record.
That was the impression that I got, is that he's just repeating what everybody else has said before. Now, when it came to Aspie was actually reacting, and it seemed like you were actually changing up your tactics based on what he was doing, but he was just going through the talking points like every other person in that mindset.
I'll be right back, you guys. 1 second, please.
All right. I'm gonna message JJ the link to that test. But
I'm gonna take it while I'm in the stream.
Okay. Which the thing was, Owen provided no evidence. He's like, you can just do it by yourself. You know, you look for it yourself. No, dickhead, you're making the claim, Owen. So you gotta provide it, or you can go and suck Riley Dennis's Adam's apple yourself.
Yeah, the butt hurt over that. Oh my god, that fucking joke. It's such a harmless little joke.
He's such a harm. He feels such a harm.
Like you're not supposed to. Like it's. Oh, you can't acknowledge that he has one. What do you? Well, I guess I don't know. Yeah, you can't acknowledge that Riley has an Adam's apple. What's wrong with you? You're like,
what's really funny is the same video where I call Riley Dennis an asshole. All right, someone's main objection was that I refer to Riley Dennis as he throughout the video. So it's okay to call him a fucking asshole, but if I call him he,
how dare you use he?
You oppressive shitlord.
What a shitlord. He is a biological male with a dick and balls of being he.
Well, that was I don't know if you guys have seen this in the news, but this is something that was posted on Twitter and that sort of thing. So recently there was a 15-year-old that committed suicide because he couldn't change, because she couldn't change her name to legally the male name that she wanted. It's because she was 15 and the school had a policy for 16. Like at 16, you can change your name legally, and that's okay with the school's rules.
Jeez.
And people
what an idiot.
And people were talking about the teacher and blaming the teacher for the reason for the suicide, and I'm like,
no.
If somebody can't wait a year to do what they feel they need to do, that is a much deeper issue than using their given name as opposed to the name that they want.
Clearly it's a mental health
I
problem.
agree.
I was like, that is like a siren to me of like, okay, this person was not stable. This is a mental issue that needs to be addressed, because this is not an uncommon thing. This is a pretty prominent within the transgender community. When you're talking about the whole pronoun issue and all that sort of thing, you're like, wait a minute, you're telling me someone calling you the wrong pronoun is enough for you to end your own life? That is volumes about the level of mental instability you have.
Yeah.
Is there pineapple on that pizza? Oh, come on.
Fuck no.
Why?
Fuck no.
I actually want to try that so bad.
Pineapple does
sorry,
not
man.
belong in pizza.
No. Oh, really? You too? All right.
Yeah.
We're now enemies for life. I got to do it. You can't have pizza without pineapple on it. It's just...
Okay, I'm here. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're cool. No, you're cool. That is more of an edgy audio quality than humane. But anyway,
You have to have pineapple on pizza. You know what? I'm gonna order pizza right now, just so I can eat.
Reckless, how are you?
He just muted.
Sorry about that. I've been muting and unmuting. I am an actual trucker, so that is why my audio is garbage, and my headset will not connect to my Bluetooth right now.
You're driving a truck.
So Yep.
Cool.
You're driving a truck as we're talking right now.
It's perfectly legal as long as I'm not texting or shit posting on on Twitter, which I do a lot while I'm driving.
That's actually pretty awesome. I've done some trucking myself. Wasn't for me though.
So who's all here? By the way, nice to meet you, Aspie.
Nice to meet you.
I'm S-Man Speaks, so that's all you really need to know.
I'm Jim. My channel's Loudmouth Reviews. I review bad movies, and I raise hell.
Yeah, he reviews movies like Norm of the North, The Room. Have you done a video on The Room?
No, I've not done The Room.
I've heard of your channel before. You're also a shit poster. Oh, sorry to interrupt, bro.
Shit poster? What kind of shit poster?
The kind that hangs out with the political group.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit poster on roaming, shit poster on shoe on head, shit poster.
I never talked to shoe on head before.
Oh, not
so Reckless.
Maybe it was just Britt and Barbara, but.
Hey, Reckless. I remember you saying on the comment section that you said that you're a person that doesn't really get upset a lot, but that debate actually made you upset to an extent.
All right.
Well, the thing is, the sheer levels of character assassination, misrepresentation, strom, all the fallacies, ad hominems, all the fallacies were brought. I mean, it was just loaded with fallacies, worse than bukkake.
Like
it's almost like he got the list of fallacies from Google and was like, okay, how do I get all of these into one debate?
Right, you were just stuck in the middle with it all stuck to your face, horribly enough.
Yes,
welcome for that imagery.
Yeah, and Owen Pearl harbored the debate with ad hominems, straw man.
Oh,
like,
dude.
Oh.
That just put a weird images of Pearl Harbor in my mind. Why did they have?
No, he Pearl Harbored it against a mountain. Is what he did.
Pearl in the name.
The debate.
Because he was just talking about bukkake, and now you're talking about Pearl Harbor. And like,
Wonderful, wonderful. By the way, just so you know, I am a very bad-mouthed person. Should I censor myself?
No. Fuck no.
Hell no.
Oh, okay, cool.
Titty fucking motherfucker.
You forgot nigger.
You racist. My ex-girlfriend would not give a shit.
He's racist.
In the debate, I remember he said, I actually did say he was talking and he compared me saying, the word he didn't want me to say transgenders.
No.
In the word saying the N-word, and I was just like, oh my gosh. I'm like, and I actually did say straight to his face, you're comparing the word.
I'm surprised he let that slip.
Really, I actually said the N-word right to his face because I just did not care at that point.
Yeah,
I need to take that clip and then make a little parody of it where you say that and then to his face freeze frame it, put some sunglasses on, a hat, a joint, and just put some music on it.
Like I was
Thug
saying,
life.
when I was talking about Lacey and how she feels that way about the tranny word, and you're like, I could understand people saying that tranny was similar to nigger, but are you seriously going to try to tell me that transgenders is just as offensive as nigger, or just as offensive as tranny? What kind of world is that? I mean, it's essentially the same group of stupid people who say that colored person is offensive, and you're like, but people of color is fine, but colored person, that's where you draw the line.
That was the... Ooh, where'd everyone go?
And it's like what he was saying is like, oh, you have to say trans person. You're like, you have to say trans person instead of transgender because one is fine and transgender is not. You're like, what kind of screwed up logic is that? What is offensive about using gender instead of person?
Family made that same joke where they're like, we can't say people of color. That's just colored people backwards.
Well, I gotta say real quick that the fact that the word tranny, I think it's a very uplifting word because it is the most common used word in tranny porn.
Yeah, that's the thing I was saying with when Lacey is like they came up with that word. That is not a word that people came up to insult transgenders or transsexuals. That's the word they started using for themselves. Like,
by the way, if you want, I might be able to get a tranny on this stream.
Yeah, if you were to say queen, like queen when referring to drag queens,
I don't know.
There's a show called Drag Queen. It's the same kind of thing. As queen was their term for it, and people started using it in derogatory. And then Queen the band is actually, I don't know for 100% for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's based off of Drag Queen. You know.
Well, considering the singer is incredibly gay, but still awesome, I guess.
Yeah, they did an entire music video where they're all dressed up like women. I'm pretty sure Drag Queen has something to do with the name of their band. But now it's like, why can't trannies take the same kind of thing? It's like they were using Queen, and then people started using Queen derogatory towards them, and they're like, oh, well, fuck it, we're just going to keep using Queen, and we're going to actually, you know, RuPaul's Drag Queen is now a show, whatever. Like, they embraced it, and then you can't use Queen to insult somebody like that, because it doesn't work. But you can use tranny to insult somebody who's transgender or transsexual, and they're like, oh, yeah, whatever. Why? Why did they let that become an insult? That was their word.
Because they... Oh, sorry, man.
No, go ahead.
I'm going to say, because they totally forgot about what context is. You know, it's like, what's his British ass's name? When you use the N-word right in front of him, Aspie, the reason he didn't flip out is he instinctually caught that it was in proper context. And it was so fast-paced at that time, that he didn't have the time to go, I can be offended.
Yeah, I think he was just pissed off that he didn't have enough time to be offended at that. The one thing is with him is, like, I do appreciate the fact he at least he's not as much of a closed-minded cuck as he was in that stream. He wouldn't even let you defend your point. He just said, I wouldn't entertain transphobic arguments. Well, it's not transphobic. It's just, he's just cucking himself so bad. Like, oh, God. Like, I was getting angry as I'm watching it. Like, I'd get so pissed off. I'd have to leave. I'd have to just pause, just say the word cunt a few times, think of a counterpoint, and think, no, that's what he meant, dickhead. Stop strawmanning him. No, stop. Stop. Just stop.
It was.
I couldn't do that political compass. It was too long.
Well, but
I got a question, guys. That guy is he also? I'm assuming he's also an atheist.
Yeah.
Owen McDonald.
Who?
Yes, he's an atheist.
Yes.
Yeah. In fact, me and Owen debated against another guy and JJ. In a debate for about an hour and a half about atheism versus Christianity, and I argued about the Bible and all that stuff.
Well, I was going to say, I'd love to debate him because I am a non-religious theist, and most atheists don't have most of the offended type of atheist never have an argument against that.
Non-religious theist. I like that. I think that is what I am.
If you want to have a debate with him, he says he says in his videos, if you want to have a debate, contact him on Twitter or his channel. If you got Twitter, I guess just His Twitter is like @OwenMcDonald8, and in fact, he called Jim and I racist for bringing up facts. Evil, hardcore, oppressive, white supremacist crime statistics.
You
remember that?
You need to be
Oh no! People inside of inner cities act more like criminals. Who's surprised?
I didn't. Yeah. It was so evil. Me and Jim are officially a part of the KKK.
Yeah, I think I knew this was.
Kill all those N-words.
Oh my god.
I cited crime stats, and that was so evil of me to do. Why would I do such a horrible?
Yeah, we should be ashamed. We should be ashamed of ourselves. We should.
You should be burned at the stake.
Real quick, I wanted to say, Aspie.
That's it. You know what? You're right. He falsely accused me of being racist. I'm gonna dox him now.
Well, I get accused of being racist. I got accused once of being racist while my hands were inside of my black girl's hands.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Get wrecked, bitch.
Wow.
Right? How many fucks? What the hell?
You stick your dick in black pussy, that automatically makes you not a racist. That's my opinion.
that doesn't work for Milo.
No, I'm trying to dominate the black race. That's what I'm trying to do. Come on.
That's what you're trying to do.
Dip your meat into the chocolate fondue. You're not a racist.
All right, put her.
Yeah, it doesn't work for Milo Yiannopoulos, and he goes the other way where he has black cocks inside of him. So
I was making vulgar sex joke. I do that.
Black train.
yeah. So you'd think he'd get even more points within the black community because he's like, you know what? I'm not putting my dick in black people. They're putting their dicks in me. So you'd think that would be worth a little bit more, right?
Well, I was just watching Steven Crowder with the Alfonso guy, and he's like, "No, black people hate me more than they hate you."
Yeah, it's weird. I've been watching this girl lately on YouTube and Twitter, Candace Owens, and she's been coming out with some great material, and she's got her podcast is called The Myth of the Coon, and it's because she gets hated on and called Uncle Tom and Coon and stuff like that just for posting videos that don't agree, and she gets more hate because she is black than if somebody who was white was saying it. And he's like,
you would love Tommy Sotomayor
because she's black.
Yeah, Tommy Sotomayor is pretty good, and Alfonso Rachel, and
I like Tommy Sotomayor.
They all get the same kind of flack from their own community. And it's really, really bizarre.
Hey, you guys, what the heck?
Everybody just got dropped again.
Yeah, where'd they go? Where's that keep happening?
It's
God damn it, stupid fucking too many
shitty internet.
It's just they're kicking us out. Fucking Google is racist towards white people.
Well, actually, it's kicking me out when it kicks you out. I don't know why, but it does that to me all the time.
I think that's what it is. I'm a minority.
Google's so racist, trying to get rid of the white race.
Aspie has Asperger's, and Jim is just retarded. So they're like, oh, well, you get a protected group. We'll kick everybody else who's not the protected group.
Yeah, let's keep going.
I have a type of racial dysphoria.
If you're a patron of mine, I'd kick your ass for that.
Okay.
Well, I have racial dysphoria because I use an Asian anime character.
Hey, Aspie.
Yeah.
I'm a protected group.
I think Google is kicking us all out of the stream because we're all white, straight men, and
that's what I was saying.
Yes,
Wait, does that mean I'm gay?
We're so oppressive.
Well, I don't know. I am heterosexual, but I am incredibly gay sometimes.
You're not the only one, bud.
JJ talks about black penises on other streams all the time.
They're mostly jokes. Well, actually, they're all jokes.
Oh my god.
Wait, I wanted to talk about the debate.
Kind of turned me a little gay.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Let's talk about the debate layout. Let's go.
Sorry, we got way off track.
Oh yeah.
I do that, but I was gonna say I said in the comments section that I think your arguments were absolutely perfect, really, as far as what they presented. But the only issue I could see, never mind him being a grammar Nazi and a dick, was he's the closest thing to a Nazi in that stream. But
yeah, it's all about language policing.
Right, but I will say there was a few times that I thought, because word structure for some reason, could act like a different blade depending on how you structure it with those kinds of people. And I just have to say, I think there was a few times that you could have structured it slightly different and popped him up the side of the head with it instead of him being able to get offended.
Yeah, can I say something? I think the problem with that is because I was really nervous in that debate, so I kept stuttering.
Yeah, you were stuttering a lot, bud.
Yeah. I probably should have wrote down some notes. I probably should have wrote down some notes or something, and then that I probably would have had your time. I didn't prepare as much because I had actually agreed to the debate that day, so I was pretty much mostly going off the top of my head, which I'm not.
It wasn't worth your time to prepare for, man.
Yeah.
So I think if I was in your situation, though, I'd start using tranny. I'd start saying chicks with dicks and she-males, and I'd start
chicks with dicks. That was just on a comical level. That was the best part of the whole stream.
Yes.
And then he's getting upset and offended.
You see my dick right round.
Because it's absurd.
You know what's funny? You know the funny
What's so
thing
funny about a woman with a penis?
You evil transphobe.
Everything.
That was the best part of the whole thing.
I loved your face because there was a split second of trying to hold the laugh in, and then it was just over. It was gone. It was
What the hell, JJ?
The fact that he thinks that
my
is
throat went all fucking retarded on me.
Just know that there are plenty of women with dicks, guys.
I know, I'm such an evil shitlord.
0 women in the world with dicks, not a single one.
All right.
I agree, actually.
I will employ you for a movie.
Hey, Aspie, I think you did inspire my single best tweet yet, and nobody has noticed it.
What is it?
I'll go check it.
I said, Aiden Paladin, Miss Misa, and Sugar Tits are the most entertaining women on the Skeptosphere, meaning they're about 75% as entertaining as Blair White.
Wait.
It's genius, I think. I think it is.
Hey, Aspie, may I invite Son of Lucifer, someone we were talking with earlier on the stream?
Sure, let him on.
All right, let me.
Lucifer.
Yeah, I had a podcast today.
He's not a Satanist, don't worry.
Yeah, he's actually an atheist. I had a podcast earlier today with.
Ironic.
Yeah, with Son of Lucifer, JJ, Humane Mind, and Aspie for a bit, and then.
Yeah, can I say something?
Sure.
Atheist Satanists tend to be, they may be assholes sometimes, but they tend to be not crazy. But religious Satanists are insane. Like you go up to and stuff.
There are religious Satanists. Satanism is like an atheist ideology. It's like,
but these are people who actually believe in.
They don't even believe in the devil. They believe in whatever kind of bullshit.
The actual genuinely atheist Satanists are just saying they're Satanists for the offense matter and nothing else. There's nothing else to it.
Satanism is just trolling, okay? That's all it is. It's a troll.
Yeah, it is.
No, except for when you talked about that spirit cooking nonsense, and the
and the black metal,
the interdimensional pedophile demons, guys.
Yeah, spirit cooking and pedophilia, and was that the Bohemian
Blood
Grove
sacrifice.
All right.
Yeah,
a lot of blood sacrifice.
Seems completely My mother said she actually watched the debate, and she said that one criticism of me is that I did not say that I never directly pointed out that I thought that the gender binary existed because the science says it does. I believe that the science says it does, and that the science shows that there's the chromosomes, the hormones, the difference in physicalities and brain structure and everything shows the difference between men and women. So, yes, gender is a binary.
Wait, your mom critiques your political videos?
Well, she
I showed that to my family, I'd get cast out.
Honestly, if I did this kind of stuff, I would get kicked out of my house immediately.
Same.
We got to say
my mother is far left.
Hello.
Well, actually, no. They kind of agree with me.
You guys got to grow up and get your own houses, and then you don't care what your parents think.
Ooh. Exactly.
No, I have my own house. I'm a trucker, but I'm just saying I would get cast out of every family reunion and be chastised for it.
Yeah, for me, it's like
So they're far
mom
left?
is on the far.
Birds
Yeah,
of
my mother's
paradise, buddy.
my
Gender
mother's on
is
the
a
far
social
left.
construct, right? Birds of paradise.
Then she needs to
They-
improve
they're
her
far
brain
left.
power.
Show the
Riley's
peacock.
Adam's apple's a social construct.
By the way, hello, Satan. How are you
Another
doing?
Bird of paradise. You see,
I'm doing
Hola,
fine.
Satano.
Yeah, hey, son of Lucifer.
That picture still kind of freaks
Hey
me out,
guys,
though.
put it on loudmouth. All right.
I just want you to think.
Okay.
Why don't you think for yourself about that?
Owen's a
Peacock.
peacock.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Ah!
Peacock.
Yeah. Gender dimorphism.
Right.
Don't forget about it. All right.
Fake news.
What?
Owen's a peacock.
Those are the most fabulous birds I've ever fucking seen.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Well, there's a population of peacocks in my area, and they're also total dicks.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
have peacocks.
So, like,
all over.
cassowaries?
I mean, how can they not be?
What I think is also at the tail of
Peacock
the
in their
peacock
name?
is it's the ultimate example of something that exists in nature because it is sexually selected, even though as a hindrance as a survival mechanism, the long tail of the peacock is nothing but a hindrance.
Oh, the vagina is the single largest thing guiding evolution.
Exactly. That is exactly.
Yep. All guys want to get into that pussy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
You know.
the praying
you know-
mantis
Yep.
even more so. A praying mantis female after sex
Oh,
bites
fuck
the
that.
mantis off, and and consumes it. And that's
At
the
least he
first meal
died.
for
At least he
babies.
died happy. At least he
Oh,
got
you
laid.
know how
That's by
you know how
story.
leeches mate?
How do leeches make?
Leeches-
Tell me.
The female,
That's the best
the
man.
male will go up to them, and the females are in like a frenzy, and they will literally just bite off the dick and balls and everything.
I thought,
Holy shit!
Oh.
Oh wow!
That just shows how much what a man
Goddamn.
sex. It just proves how much.
yeah, right. Every mantis
Oh, I'm
in the
gay
world
now.
has a father that approached the female, knowing that she'd bite his head
Yep.
off and not caring. Because
Well,
his
I
dick
can
and
one up
balls.
you with the leech example. Come on.
Yeah,
I'd rather be gay than go through that shit.
Sex is stronger than the urge to survive.
I'd rather be
Yeah,
gay
if
than
I
go
lost
through
my
that shit.
if I lost my genitalia, I would literally put a 45 in my skull. There's no hesitation.
Same.
I agree. I would rather
Same.
if someone gave me
For anything you
50
want to
cal.
say? Anything-
Unless it can get
Uh,
sewed back on and everything's fine, then I'd be. Then I'd kill the bitch.
Resident
JJ.
Evil 4. That's it.
JJ.
Yeah.
If someone said to me, "Cut your dick off," or put a gun in your mouth, I would be asking what caliber.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
dude.
how far down my throat do you want that
I'm
gun?
talking about if someone else
Which
cut
just
off my
brings
dick
up
and then it
another
got
thing about
surgically repaired,
transgenderism.
and it's still
Which brings
just
up
as good
another
as
thing
ever.
about which brings up another thing about transgenderism, and that during the surgery, after they get the surgery, they can no longer orgasm. I mentioned that. I mentioned the
They can't
surgery at the
orgasm?
beginning of the debate.
No.
Yes, they can't. And at the very beginning of the
That
debate,
sucks.
at the very beginning of the debate, I am said is a lot of the times they'll get the surgery, and I don't know why anybody would want to mutilate themselves like that. So I believe that if you're gonna
I want an orgasm. Come on.
if you want to
Yeah,
transition,
that explains why Blair White doesn't get rid of her dick.
because she's not insane.
His dick.
It's just not insane.
a huge level of insanity to be like, oh no, get rid of it.
Yeah, they
Well,
may have the vagina, but they can't orgasm. That's
Well,
the single most important thing for a person.
I will say that Blair White's a she, because Blair White's always been respectable about it, respectful and honest. She's not looking to get offended.
Yeah, and
So
she
you know
looks
what?
like
Well,
a.
the other thing
looks like
is
a female anyway.
she doesn't demand
Plus,
that
if
you call
she-
her.
Blair
Wait,
White
wait,
is a dick and balls. There's
Plus, if she offered to suck my dick, I would be tempted. I'd say no, but I would be tempted.
No!
Same.
Bro,
I have to agree with him.
I said I'd say no, but I would be tempted, at least for a second.
But you jerk off on it.
So,
That's why
Blair
I
White,
say
the
I
thing
may
about-
be slightly bisexual.
yeah, the thing
That's
about
why I say I
Maybe.
might be bisexual.
the thing about transgender girls.
attracted to Blair White, they're not a straight male. They're partially bisexual or gay. You know.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
Who was it that said that? That was
Yep.
fucking genius.
If you're a dude and you're partially bisexual, you are just gay. There's there is no line there.
If you're
Although
bisexual, you're gay.
I definitely would have a vagina, have sex with a vagina than a dick. No doubt, 100%.
No, you wouldn't have
What about a
to
fake vagina?
do it with the asshole.
That's
Well,
straight.
No.
actually, no, you can because I've seen something where someone shoved a
That cannot be
screwdriver handle down someone's dick.
What?
What?
I saw that. It fucked me up for a week.
I made a joke about watching tranny porn. You have one-upped me by like 10. Good job.
You need to
That's
stop
the worst
I
thing.
know.
Girls
whatever
one
site
cup.
that is, because
Actually, I think it's just as bad, in my opinion, because I've been
you're
through
watching
so much
wrong
shit.
kind of porn, man.
I didn't look it up. I
Just
I was
go
on Reddit
stick with
50/50
Pornhub,
pounds and I fucked
go to
up.
the lesbian page. You won't have to worry about any of that.
Believe me, I'm done with straight porn. I'm going straight to lesbian porn forever.
That's what he says, but his browser history will say Feuderini.
What about
Fuck you.
stepmom? What about stepmom?
I actually do claim my browser history every single time I go on Reddit 50/50.
I'm telling you, that's why Sargon got banned from Twitter. He probably was posting lesbian porn this time. All right.
I'd rather get banned by posting lesbian porn than anything else.
Isn't that actually allowed on Twitter?
What's enough? What's
Porn
enough?
is
I mean,
allowed on
dude, I
Twitter.
get like somebody every freaking day who follows me on Twitter and posts naked pictures shit. I'm like, what the? Who creates an account just to do this? Like, have they not heard of the internet?
Because they know what guys like.
I'm sorry, it's me.
Oh,
It's fucking gay.
have they not heard of the internet? They're like,
Thank
oh, this guy
God
has
for
clearly
your
never heard
happiness.
of porn on the internet. There's not full motion videos streaming for free. I will send him pictures of some random chick, and it's just a picture. Like, what the? And then
Hey,
they
the first time I found the internet, I was like Quagmire.
Giggity giggity.
Wait, did you have one arm like way bigger than the other?
Yeah.
I still do.
But left arm is always
Same. I have one bigger right arm than left arm. See?
Hey, you know what's funny? Can I say something, you guys? Can I say something? Can I say something? Oh yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, it's funny. I looked on actually on Pornhub. They have a statistics blog, and ironically, the #1 thing looked up in America is actually stepsister.
Oh, what?
What
Hey, at least the stepsister's not real
Followed by
sister.
stepmom.
Stepmom,
What the
yeah.
fuck?
Look.
Hey, it's better step than real sister and real mom, if you ask me.
If you guys want a really good and interesting video idea, look up porn watching statistics in the Middle East.
What is it?
I'll do
It's
it
like
right now.
camel
I'll do it
fucking or
right now.
something?
Goat fucking.
like
As
camel
far as
fucking?
as far as GPA goes, they consume more porn than anybody else in the fucking world. My Jewish godparents told me that, and I was like, "What?"
What?
Holy fucking shit. They don't shave, though, don't. But the porn they see is like hairy girls and hairy men up the wazoo.
So,
Hey,
wool
you know
everywhere.
you're streaming live, right? So if you go to your oh, whoops,
And then,
demonetized.
Pornhub
I think I know what a Muslim person would say once they orgasm. Allahu Akbar.
Hey, I got a joke for you. What does an atheist say when he orgasms?
What?
What?
Math, science.
I get it.
Up within the future where everyone's atheist. They're like, in the name of science! Science, damn you!
I think that South Park
You
episode
wanna know what a
fucking nailed it.
Oh,
You want to know what a
science.
Christian, American Christian says before he orgasms?
What?
God bless America.
Oh.
Achoo.
I expected more from that, man. That's kind of a downer.
I thought I was gonna say.
Why is
That's
there
not as
Kermit the
good,
Frog
though. It
on
doesn't have the
Son of
same
Lucifer's
punch.
face?
Joke didn't work. No.
Actually,
Why
no,
is
it's
there
not
Kermit the Frog in front of Son
Hey,
of
guys.
Lucifer?
You guys, it's not actually.
That's not
Because I'm
Kermit the
actually
Frog.
Kermit
That's
the-
Jordan B. Peterson, man. Show
Because
some
I'm actually
respect.
Kermit the
Actually,
Frog.
Aspie is talking.
Actually,
Bruh.
what
Okay.
actually what a Christian says before he orgasms is, "Sorry, Lord."
Do you know what a Catholic says before he orgasms?
What?
What?
Bless you, my child.
That was good.
awesome.
Oh my
you
God.
realize why for Catholic boys is the part in the middle, right?
Yes, I know why.
Oh God. I'm going to hell for that one. I'm going to hell.
I already know
I love that. I myself am, out of all my friends, I have a lot of friends that are atheists because it's YouTube stuff. I have the most offensive religious jokes, more so than any of them.
Yeah. Oh dear. You can make fun of the Catholics all you want. I don't care.
Yeah, same.
It goes back
I mean,
to
all
the
they do
Monty
is fuck
Python.
children anyway.
They made an entire movie called The Life of Brian, basically poking fun at their religion, and they're like, "Yeah, the only reason we did this is because we are religious."
Yeah.
They weren't religious, it would've been
Orgasmo. Have you guys seen Orgasmo?
Yeah. No.
No.
Unfortunately, yes. It's. Matt Stone
Watch
said
it.
work. I've also seen
One by the
Cannibal the
Monty
Musical.
Python brothers, though. One of the best songs they did was this parody of this religious hymn. The religious hymn, "All Things Bright and Beautiful," which goes, "All things bright and beautiful, all creatures are great and tall, all things wise and wonderful. The Lord God made them all." All right, and the parody version is, "All things dull and ugly, all creatures."
I just found out what Orgasmo was.
What's that?
You're welcome.
It's a porn. It's a porn video.
Never
No, it's
mind.
not.
No, it's not. It's a.
It's a softcore.
No, I
Yeah.
found another
South
Orgasmo.
Park made that movie.
Yeah,
It said pornography on it.
Oh,
It
you
said
know, Steve Jobs doesn't like
pornography on
South
it.
Park anymore.
I actually
says
don't think
pornography
any,
because
I don't
it's
think any
about the
tits actually got whipped out.
There's no actual nudity. There might have been some boobs or something, but that's about it. It's
That's
really
extremely
Is
patriarchal.
Is
And they
it
do
spelled
mention DVDA in it.
O-R-G-A-Z-M-O?
yeah, it might be.
Is it spelled O-R-G-A-Z-M-O?
I just look up Matt Stone and Trey Parker, Orgasmo. That should get you there.
I'm afraid
Okay.
to Google it. What the hell? Oh, not this again.
So the sex scene in Team America had more porn than the actual Orgasmo movie.
That's what. Team
I
America.
actually
Look up Lemon
Googled it.
Party.
America's a fucking brilliant movie.
Oh yeah.
Look up
I
Lemon
found
Party.
it. It's the same thing. Wait, is there a guy in like a pink superhero outfit on the cover?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I found it. It says pornographic film / cult film.
Yeah, there's not really any
NC-17.
Not really porn.
Oddly accurate.
Porn industry.
17, really? Like, I don't
Yeah,
remember
it
there
says that.
actually being any sex scenes in it.
No, there
Actually-
wasn't. I was fooling around.
Okay, to be honest, like now that it just popped in my head, I remember me and Jim were joking with Undoomed on a stream and about if there's a such thing as being a porn reviewer, and we're like, and I think I told the joke that they'd be reviewing the
Rat Jones.
yeah,
I'd be reviewing all night.
Yes, yeah, you'd be reviewing with
Oh,
your left hand.
Speaking of porn, type Nazi into Pornhub. I'm not kidding. You get the best fucking results.
Okay, I'm gonna do that right now.
God.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Right now.
No, I'm seriously. There's like 1 million uploads of Richard Spencer getting punched and retracts of it and remixes.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now.
People are
I'm doing
jerking
it right
off.
now.
Now
Yeah.
too.
Oh my god.
Richard Spencer getting punched and jerking off to it. Wow.
What the
Yeah, I was
Oh
thinking
my
it was
god.
something like it.
Ryan, are people actually masturbating to that?
Are you serious?
What the
Wait.
fuck?
Yeah, why not?
I'm going
Teach
on.
JJ
a
would
rant.
mess-
Jews.
Look here.
thought you were gonna
This
say
is
Stupid Nazi
Bunch of
fuck
dudes
his
dressed up like
girl.
Hitler and
Aspie.
black guys are fucking them. I was like, okay, yeah, that makes
Aspie.
sense.
Nazi sex slave.
Yeah.
Aspie, JJ would masturbate
Oh my
to what I'm
fucking
holding
God.
right now. It's see, JJ would masturbate to this right here.
Don't
Because
you
it's big and
fuck.
it's black and
I
I will not
almost
see
did.
that. You fucking dickhead. But seriously, I saw that. I'm like, what the fuck?
Alright.
Yeah. So back to the debate. I
Yeah.
have some,
We've got
Mr.
way off.
So sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. Is there any other part of the debate which you found like just to tick you
Yeah.
off?
The
end.
The only part that was actually like a debate was when he was talking about different birth defects and he was saying that those were extra genders. And I'm like, it was
off,
a
Owen.
completely shit argument.
Yeah, he should go fuck
but
himself
it was the
with
only
this.
part that was actually kind of like a debate, because the rest of it was just him
Ad
ignoring
hominems.
everything you were saying.
Autistic screeching.
Okay.
Well, my point that I would have brought up right then and there is it comes out to about 1 in 400, and that is the lowest form of intersex in which you have a slight hormonal imbalance. So let's just go with 1 in 400. That is still statistically speaking 0.0001% of the population. If you're talking statistics, it's 0%.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's ridiculous. I love how
being a third gender is some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, then he also
Aspie.
brought up that other tribes and stuff in other parts of the world have a third gender, and I said, well, first off, these are very isolated tribes, and very weird stuff can happen with those very isolated tribes, and also these tribes are not advanced. So
Yeah, and when you brought that up, actually, it's the Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea, I think, is what the example you were kind of bringing up. So there are tribes on that island where the young boys have to actually suck off the dudes. It's part of their culture where, in order to get to manhood or whatever, is they're basically giving the guys a BJ. That is their culture.
Why didn't nobody inform
That
Michael
is
Jackson?
weird. That's Michael Jackson's paradise.
My joke broke this stream almost.
And
Oh God.
oh yeah, but that is that Papua New Guinea thing, and to use a tribe like that is completely not an argument.
I'm like, yes, so you're going to go with the crazy, weird places that are backwards as shit, and you're going to go with them as examples of, oh, yep, see, there's a third gender because of those crazy motherfuckers over there.
Well, even more than that.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who likes Native American girls up in here?
Yeah, say what you wanted to say, Reckless.
All right, well, I was going to say, even more than that, there's another way to approach that argument that I think even more nails it to home, is that them supposed third genders they have there are, they usually consist of, wow, it got a lot quieter. They usually consist
Of X's and Y's, right?
but they usually consist of rituals, not actual. It's not like a split 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 part of the population. A tribe of 150 people will have like one woman or one man that usually has that, and then one person that's learning the ways of them rituals, and usually that's about it.
Yeah, so it's more like a priest
Fucking
rather than an actual other gender, because like what gender and sexual orientation is a priest supposed to be? They're supposed to be asexual, right? Because they're not supposed to have sex with anything. And then it doesn't matter if they're a dude or a woman.
Sometimes they do.
No, they fuck all their boys all the time. It's notorious.
And the nuns.
Ew.
Yeah, and the nuns or each other. Yeah, it's rampant. So I mean,
Wait, what do you call a nun in a wheelchair?
What?
oh
What?
God.
Virgin Mobile.
Hey, Aspie.
You guys liking the headlines?
Yes, S-Man wanted to say something.
Yeah. Yeah, I love those headlines. But the one part that made me just say the words "fuck you" to Owen out loud was as he's like, "We're done." He's transphobic, and it's like, oh my God. First of all, it seems like out of force of habit you'd say transgenders versus trans people, and also he was just tone policing you, and I think that's actually a subtype of ad hominem. Am I correct?
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
Yep.
He cares more about
really
his
is.
feelings and my language than he did about the actual arguments.
Arguments.
And whenever I would say something that is factually
Arguments.
true and scientifically true, he would just say, "No, that's not true. That's not true." And I just go, "What's your
Your point's invalid because I say so.
Yeah.
Yep. Owen's manhood
Go
is
fuck a
invalid because
bitch.
I said so.
Yeah, I know.
oh, I had somebody
You see how
I
actually
that doesn't
second
work?
that.
I have
tell me
returned.
that logic and facts are not objective. I'm like, wait, if anything's objective, logic and fact, like, how do you even bother to have an argument if the logic and facts aren't objective?
The logical argument is how we actually deducted that the universe has a beginning. Okay, and it upholds to every scientific theory that exists. If that doesn't prove that logic is a part of a proof, what the fuck does?
You can't even argue if logic and facts aren't objective. There's no point in talking to anyone because everything's subjective. It'd be like everything would be an opinion at that point. So you can't prove anything to anyone else. It's ridiculous. But that's what people on that with that kind of mentality. That's their position. You're just like
it's
like. By the way, Jim, I
like
do love those headlines.
Yeah, those headlines.
I do love those
genius.
headlines, Jim.
Yeah.
Especially about the girl getting fucked in the car.
Let me pull
Awesome.
Hold on. Let me pull it up.
Wait, are you posting those on Twitter or something?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, follow me. I'll check them out later.
Okay.
The guy was like, "I hear something in my daughter's car." I'm like, "I hate to break it to you, sir, but your daughter's getting fucked in her car."
All right. Here's
and the thing about that argument was
down in daughter's Volvo.
One moment, guys.
Yeah, I hate to break it to this guy. All right, and now I want over here. Our prostitutes are getting screwed. Yes, they are.
guys, one moment. Aspie's trying to say something.
Go for it.
Here's a real funny one. World's dumbest criminal here. All right, please find me not guilty of the crimes I have committed. At least,
Aspie, go ahead.
All right, I was going to say during when we were basically arguing about when we brought up the intersex and so on and so forth. I also brought up Turner syndrome, triple X syndrome. I said that none of these things were new genders because first off, these are not positives. If you have 3 X's, you don't become an X-Men if you have 3 X's. You turn into Flipper Boy basically, or Flipper Girl. And the thing is,
Flipper Boy, I love it.
And the thing is with that is that these people they have all these medical issues. Most of the time they're sterile, and so that's not a third gender. That is just a deformed human being.
An anomaly.
Yeah, and when you think about what the genders offer, so for men we provide the Y.
It's like a guy with 2 dicks.
And women provide the X chromosome for offspring. What would a third gender provide? Like what other the reason they are
Z
X and
or
Y
something like
chromosomes
that?
is because Y's come from dudes and X's come from women. If there was a third type of chromosome, well then it wouldn't be an X or a Y. It would be like a Z or a W or something like that they would provide.
Every relationship would be polyamorous.
Yes.
I like this one.
And when you when you're talking about other genders and other sexes, like mushrooms or fungus have like 100-something different types of genders or or sexes and that sort of thing. That's because each of them is providing some different type of chromosome in the whole reproduction process. So they're not all providing the same thing, and that's why when you're looking at different species like that, they can have multiple sexes. But the humans, only X and Y. That's all we got. There's no other type of chromosome.
Well, another point.
Man competent enough to be declared insane.
Nice. But back to the intersex thing. Another logical argument you could approach that with would be what biological scenario.
I say what in the butt?
What survival? Yeah, what in the butt? Your butt specifically. Can you hear me?
For a second, you froze for a second.
So I think you were talking about what biological function would.
Well, yeah. What? Well, I was survival related function. What survival related function would physical deformalities, mental retardation, hyper aggressiveness, and hyper submissiveness offer? These are all things that show up within different intersex people.
Right.
Well, none, because most of the time they're sterile.
Oh my gosh! Scientists warn male infertility can be passed on.
No, it can't.
That's impressive.
Well
that is
done.
very impressive infertility.
They are so retarded. That is so retarded. That's so
How is
funny.
that possible? How can infertility?
How old are these headlines?
Huh?
How old are these? Are these recent? Ish?
No, a lot of them are pretty old. I kind of like splurge them. Jay Leno always used to do a segment where he'd read them off on the air, and there's so many of them. A lot of them are fucking hilarious.
S-Man looks creepy in the dark.
Yeah, see.
Hey, look up sometime.
Get back to work.
Oh yeah, that's creepy. But hey, look up sometime on the South Padre Island. The best shit you will ever read. It includes a gay guy breaking his nose by trying to use a lighter to look up another gay man's ass because a gerbil got lost up there.
What the fuck?
It killed the one gay guy and shot the gerbil at him and broke his nose.
What gay people will do in the bedroom is just unbelievable.
Yeah, they stick gerbils up their ass. They stick 10-inch cocks up their mouth.
They put them. They stick them. They lick other people's asses. It's unbelievable. No, Whitey does that. Never mind.
That's straight people and gay people.
I will fuck somebody in the ass, a girl. I will not lick a girl in the ass.
Whitey.
Neither would I, because I don't want to know what's up there.
What are you, asshole phobic?
Oh, we're all oppressive shit words in some way or another.
Yeah, what are you? You're homophobic? You won't get fucked in the ass? What's going on with you?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't
you.
realize how oppressive I was. I would rather die than have someone do that to me. Like, I would ask them if they could just put a bullet in my head.
Well, have fun going through life.
Being licked in the ass, I don't know if I could do that.
What were you saying,
you just need some lube.
I'm just chill. Just saying.
I don't want anything going up there. I want things coming out like,
the same,
you know,
same
poop.
line of reasoning that Riley Dennis was using. Like, oh, you won't have sex with the trans person, bigot. You won't have sex with the gay person, bigot.
What? You won't suck me off? What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
I guess for people with double penetration fantasy, just have two dicks.
If they don't fuck me, bigot.
You won't fuck a grandma and mama? What is wrong with you, you bigot?
You better fuck me.
Lesbians are discriminatory.
Fuck me in the ass right now!
No, JJ.
Guys,
bad JJ.
Hey, guys.
Don't mean it.
Reckless would like to say something.
I was just gonna say, back to the matter of the debate. My entire favorite part of that the debate was like the last 5 minutes of the stream after he hung up on you. Any non-binary people out there, you are valid.
Man shot
you are valid.
out of his nose.
Jesus, take the goddamn dick out of your ass, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Aspie.
Yeah.
As he was saying, I think you're all great. Like, he was just virtue signaling out of his fucking ass. And he said something near the end in German.
He just wanted to get laid that night. He just wanted to get laid.
He was looking for some tranny dick.
Get laid by a chick with a dick. Want a chick with a dick?
What's wrong with
What is funny about a chick with a dick? Come on.
Yeah, he probably
my son.
I saw Riley Dennis going to town on his ass.
Yeah, that's actually, what's funny? Loudmouth's favorite part of that entire bait was when he said, when Owen said, "What's wrong with a woman with a penis?"
What's funny about
I know.
I gotta say, if you had more followers, a lot of them little sound bits and stuff would have gone viral as just as good as Steve Shives, I think. Because those were some of the best sound bits I've seen in years.
True.
I like me some chicks with dicks. Yes.
Yeah.
Steve Shives.
So wait, what?
What's funny about a chick with dicks? Plenty of chicks have dicks. All of it.
Plenty of
They borrow them.
They're their
Aspie.
boyfriends or husbands' dicks.
They're called strap-ons.
Well, here's the thing: women can borrow a penis, but they can't have one. They can borrow it for like, I don't know, however long they're gonna need it, but
5 hours.
I don't know.
Me, about 15 minutes. No, I'm joking. 5.
I got an interesting point of view on this.
Dude. It's called a strap-on. Get it right.
They're always allowed to touch mine. They're always allowed to.
I got an interesting point of view on this, because you know how women always say, "Oh, men just can't last." I call bullshit on that, because I always last longer than the woman.
That's how sex is supposed to be, at least.
Was there
Yeah.
more?
Well, I
of a joke
probably
in that?
masturbate too much, but whatever.
It's probably because you're not with
I
hot
have the
women.
exact same problem. It takes me like an hour to get done.
Oh my
Here's
god!
the thing.
Same.
Why do they say Why do they say if you're brave that you got some balls? As and they associate balls with weakness being a pussy as some. Sorry, they put being a pussy with weakness and balls is a sign of strength. But from my experience, balls are pretty weak. You kick them, they hurt a lot. Whereas vaginas.
Same with vaginas. If you hit a girl in the vagina, it's most likely gonna hurt them.
But I'm saying vaginas can take a pounding though. Whereas
Actually, I accidentally kicked a friend of mine in the vagina once, and I kicked a friend of mine in the vagina once, and she was on the fucking floor.
Yeah.
No, she literally teared up.
As she should be.
No,
As she should be, because that should hurt like hell.
I was just making a sex joke.
yeah. No, the clit is sensitive as shit, but the
Sexist.
rest of the vagina is like he was saying, that can take a pounding. That's what it's intended for.
Yeah.
True. That's what it was made for.
Hey, Aspie.
That's why there's a lot of hard, fast fucking.
What is it?
I don't know if you saw the at the very end. He said something in German, I think. He said something.
Vita say.
Avita saying.
It's
saying.
goodbye, basically.
Yeah, it's goodbye in German.
What a cuck.
Vita saying. I know. As I was watching the stream, and I just at the end when he's like, Jesus Christ, that guy is horrid. Aspie, if you're watching this, you can't say you're transphobic. It's like, well, his logic is, well, you're valid. His logic is.
You sound like a gay German dude.
He sounded like he was coming as he said that. No, he was like the thing.
He was coming into a cup just for later.
Yeah, for Riley J. Dennis. For Riley J. Dennis, baby.
No, here's the thing
Or Justin Dennis, isn't that his real name?
Apparently he legally changed it to Riley.
Yeah, we should call him Justin Dennis.
Yeah, and here's the thing though. As he was saying all this stuff, it's like he tells me that we have you guys have closed-minded. I've never seen someone or heard someone that closed-minded.
Really?
Well,
he was more closed-minded than No, I shouldn't say it on the air. I was gonna make a joke.
Say it.
Muslim.
Say it.
Oh my god. More close-minded
Say
than oh my god. More close-minded than some nun's asshole or something. I can't remember how the joke turned out, but we're like.
He was less open than a frog's butthole.
All right.
No, it should have been bleached asshole. Bleached asshole.
People actually do that, I heard. I don't know why.
I don't know why.
Why do they bleach their asshole?
Why?
I mean, just use a douche. Why not just use a douche then?
meant the shit out of.
Do you know there are tutorials on YouTube about how to bleach your asshole?
Are you serious?
Everything's
I
on
do
Oh
money,
my
Mary.
god.
It includes the starfish.
See, I've tried,
you
but
see
Loudmouth
it?
seems to be immune to bleach.
You actually wait. Oh my god.
Ah, come on.
I don't get it.
Oh, he's so salty right now. He's so salty.
Who's salty? Who's salty?
I am saying that Loudmouth is an
Loudmouth.
asshole. I tried to get rid of him with bleach. That's it.
So salty.
I imagine an asshole tastes kind of salty.
I would like
Same.
to thank Loudmouth for
Well,
providing
I
enough salt. I can make
know
us all fries
balls
now.
would be.
Loudmouth,
I heard that,
I would like
Especially
to
with all
thank
that
you.
sperm.
Yeah, I would.
I would like to
Yes.
thank you for providing enough salt for me to make fries
One
for us all.
YouTuber actually on a
Thank you.
stream when he was on, he
Salt
actually
Bay.
says that he actually talked about him when he was on a camping trip with like this black woman. He actually says he ate out her asshole like it was the last meal he's ever eaten. He's like,
Fuck.
A huge problem with that.
That is so romantic.
You gotta make sure she's hygienic.
Tasty.
And that's not on. It doesn't.
I'm just real quick. I just gotta say that if I was in that situation and I knew I was going to be eating a black girl's ass out, I would bring chocolate flavored lube.
What
Same.
the fuck?
Because everyone likes chocolate.
I can't find it.
But it was also a black joke at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If she isn't,
No,
if she
bring
isn't
chocolate
hygienic-
syrup.
I got
Bring chocolate syrup with it too.
Just pump it
Chuck
full of
his
it.
foot down the asshole. Just
It right before down in there.
Well, I mean, why not
You
just
seen
use
that
salad
video?
dressing?
You guys see that
Because-
video of that chick
because that's
chugging
disgusting.
Mountain Dew out of her ass?
I mean,
really,
if you're gonna toss
you're
salad,
doing that on my fucking
little
face,
bit
us man.
on
You
that.
fucking dick.
Whoa. Yo, there was a chick who was chugging Mountain Dew from her ass. She's putting her
The
ass.
fuck?
Yeah,
wait, from her own ass?
Holy
shoved up
fucking
her ass, and
shit!
it was like coming like, oh my god, like it was like she was chugging it out of her asshole. Like what the fuck?
Wait, you
How can you
mean the
chug it?
can was in her ass or the mouth?
The bottle, the whole, it was a 1 liter soda bottle of Mountain Dew, and then it was like her asshole was chugging it.
Oh, okay. Eesh.
You know what's funny? Actually,
Enema.
It was
one
fucking
second.
weird.
Loudmouth has a thing up. Let me see. Why does Esmond keep
What
disappearing?
is this?
Sex offenders, page 10.
Because Google's racist.
Oh,
I don't get it.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
Google's
terrible.
They hate white people.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I hate white
The
people.
fishing in their pants.
straight white squad.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
Now you get it?
We're all white here.
White dragon
Yeah.
clan.
Yeah. That's all.
CK,
Anime. Good night, everybody.
Yep.
Abra. That's all, folks.
Esmond is having
I'm a
problems.
pianist. A pianist.
what's going on?
A pianist.
Oh, that you got that from
I'm a
Animaniacs.
pianist.
Yes.
You're a penis.
Talk to your mother with that mouth?
Yes.
actually-
There's
no,
so many dirty
pianist.
jokes on that show.
Yeah.
Goodbye,
I found
everybody.
Prince. Yeah, I found Prince. No. Fingerprints.
Fingerprints.
I don't think.
And then Prince just looks at her like, yeah, no.
I don't think so. No, how it goes is
why does
he
it keep-
fingerprints, and he's
Fingerprints.
like, I found
Why does
Prince.
it keep kicking
and he
us out?
No, fingerprints, and she looks at him like, I don't think so.
Why does this keep kicking people out?
Yeah, that is the best.
Because it's
joke.
racist.
I think it's a glitch or something.
Oh
Fucking
my
Google.
god, the lag.
The lag.
Fingerprints.
Fingerprints.
Yeah.
We were talking about Animaniacs.
Oh, I also.
I loved
Yeah, there's another
Animaniacs,
joke in
dude. I loved
Animaniacs that I
Animaniacs.
would not have gotten
It's
when I
getting
was a
rebooted.
little
It's getting
kid.
rebooted.
So this is a joke in the
Wait,
background
really?
when they're in the shopping mall where there's there's a lingerie store called Freudian
Damn it,
Slits.
Warner Brothers.
That is perfect.
Warner Brothers.
Yeah, that is a genius joke, and there's no way you would have understood that as a kid. And then watching
No.
it now on Netflix, you're
Yep.
like, holy crap, that's genius.
That
Yeah,
is.
the writers of that show are really smart. They really came up with some great shit.
They were. They had a lot of hidden innuendos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I think the one character that I wish they could have kept was that one mink that really hot remember that one really hot character, that mink that was like really
Yeah, they only did like two.
You find that hot?
I mean,
For a
Sorry.
cartoon, you know, she's pretty
I don't know.
suitable.
Nope.
Fucking weeb.
So are you a furry?
no,
Oh,
I'm not a
God.
furry. I'm
Yeah,
not
oh,
a furry.
dude, I'm pretty sure he turned a lot of people.
Pretty sure you're a furry.
I'm a furry. I'm a goat.
I'm here.
Yeah, Minerva.
I
I
mean,
actually have a
I'm
character
sure
in
someone
story I'm
else,
writing
though.
that's like you.
Pretty sure she started the whole furry trend. That is all because of Minerva Mink or Bugs Bunny dressing.
I
up
know
as
who you're talking about, yeah.
Blame
It was,
I am not a furry.
cartoons and
I am not a
Minerva Mink
furry.
for the furry.
I may be brony, but I'm not a furry.
Brony.
Did you
that's
just say
worse.
you're a brony?
Yeah.
No, it's not! Don't judge me!
Furries are
You're
worse
gone.
than
You're
bronies.
gone. I'm joking.
I withhold the
Furries
right
are
to
worse.
judge.
Oh yeah, with all the
Birds are
yiffing and
worse.
shit. With all the yiffing and mersuiters.
Yiffing. I'm gonna look that up on the Urban Dictionary.
Oh,
Wait, if you're a brony,
Don't,
have you ever seen?
don't.
Wait. If you're a brony, have you ever seen My Little Pony porn?
What the fuck is that? Oh
You're-
god.
You're
I
a bro.
came across it once on accident.
Yes,
It's hilarious.
yes I did.
Oh fuck.
He's got it.
Yes,
He's got
I
a
do.
browser tab dedicated to that.
How was it, dude?
No, I don't, god damn it.
And that's on the surface web, not something that's like on some fucked up website in the deep web.
Yeah, the deep web is like the worst place.
No, I looked for art. I was looking for brony art just to see if it was any good. I checked it, then I saw porn, I'm like, okay, nope, I'm good.
Dude, if you look up for art of anything, there's going to be porn. Was that Rule 32?
I wasn't looking for porn. I was just looking for good
Yeah, it's
art.
Rule 32.
No, Rule 32.
32, 34.
Rule 34. It's Rule 34.
Yeah, it's Rule
Yeah,
34.
if it exists, there's porn of it.
Yep, Rule 34.
And if there's
Yep,
porn of
like
it,
anime.
there's gender bent porn of it. And
Oh God.
Rule 64. That's Rule 64.
We both said, oh
That's Rule
god.
64.
so here's the thing that I never understood. Okay, so if there's a dude on the internet, it's actually a little boy, and all little boys are actually the FBI. No, so if there's a woman on the internet, the woman is actually a dude. If there's a dude on the internet, the dude is actually a little boy. And if there's a little boy on the internet, it's actually the FBI. So that means everybody on the fucking internet is the FBI.
It's all a lie. The cake is a lie.
Nobody
No,
on
it's
here
not.
is anything other than the FBI.
The FBI.
You know what kind of
I'm
cake I'm
the
talking about,
FBI.
too.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. The.
I am innocent.
Yeah.
By the way, I do know one thing that the rule does not apply to.
Uh-oh.
What?
Oh,
It's an
dude.
anime called Desert Punk, and I have never, because I was looking up
wow.
information about Desert Punk, and I could not find porn of it, because...
For information about it.
No, I was looking up information, because I had this website and the last episode dropped off, I was like, what the fuck? And I looked up Desert Punk, and the first thing to come up was, is there
Hey,
any
Reckless.
Desert Punk porn?
Oh God.
Yes?
Hey, Reckless.
Yeah, actually,
How is there not?
Reckless. Have you ever seen
Yeah.
Boku no Pico?
Oh god.
No, and I will shoot anybody that starts playing that in my house.
No, I don't even know the song.
what's wrong with a little man?
JJ needs to be shot.
We're watching
I-
Makimo Piku.
I'm gonna play the Boku no Pico theme
I
song.
I'm gonna
Do
mute you,
it.
bitch.
Yeah. The thing
Somebody's
about-
being a bigot
Oh my
for not
God.
being on board.
I'm
with
going to
the,
use Satan here to invoke his powers and get you fucked up.
Everyone, start muting
Alright,
JJ.
okay, just give me a sec. I'll ask him.
Everyone, let's mute JJ if he starts playing that shit.
The mute
What the
apocalypse.
fuck
He's
is
playing
that, Jay? What the
I
hell
can't
is
You
that
can kill his
thing?
camera too, can't you?
I can't even hear Jay.
I muted him.
Because he's
Wait,
muted.
Aww.
He's playing.
Oh god.
Can we kill his
Look
camera,
at his
please?
face.
What is the theme song for Boku no Pico? Isn't that just like Rick Astley's?
No,
I
you're
imagine
about
it's
to
just
hear
a bunch
it,
of little boys
You're
going,
about to hear it.
ah!
You're about to hear it, but dude.
Start muting him now.
I haven't chugged the bleach.
What the hell is that noise? Son of Lucifer, the power is in your hands now.
Sorry, it's
mate.
my penis.
I was chugging bleach.
Oh, can you at least save some for yours truly? And Reckless Truck Driver, whatever your username is, you can also mute him too.
Yeah, don't drink all the
Yes.
bleach. You need to save some for your asshole.
What is he
I'm
doing?
chugging
Oh
bleach.
God.
I have no idea what's going on at this point in time.
And muted.
Well, actually, I'm going to get screwed when I go home. I have a chick that's really interested in me, so yeah.
Haha, savage.
All right. Good for you.
Yeah. Be sure to do it doggy style.
Oh my God, Aspie.
Okay, I'm joking.
I'm just going to make sure I'm really drunk so I don't remember either way.
Aren't you
Yeah,
still driving?
Well,
A
you don't
big
get
ass
so
fire truck.
drunk because then you'll get whiskey dick.
Well, yeah, I'm driving, but I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna get drunk right now. That'd be hilariously dangerous.
Yeah, I'm trying to imagine. I'm trying to imagine the South. I have this image of this like school bus, just female school bus driver with a cigarette in her mouth, with it holding a beer while driving a school bus full of kids behind.
Hey, if that's scary, if that's what the fuck was that?
Fuck you,
If
JJ.
that's scary, I edit. If that's scary, I edit my videos while driving.
No! Don't do that!
That's.
I can't wait to go to hell with me. We're gonna have beers for the rest of eternity.
Oh my God,
No! Those things are hard to drive.
You ever tried to drive driving a truck is the equivalent of driving a.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
In a straight line, it's not that hard, but man, those things are a bitch to turn.
Hey, Aspie.
Yeah.
AJ. JJ drives a stick shift. It's called a trans woman.
Call his boyfriend.
Oh, don't you guys know he's all in for Justin?
Hey, you guys! I mentioned this in another stream I was with with this man. Did you know that there's such thing as a city in Pennsylvania called Intercourse?
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was awesome. Yeah. I would like to actually visit that town.
Called what?
Intercourse.
I want to visit that town for no real reason at all. I mean, you know, just.
I want to ask the people there if people actually go there to have intercourse.
Go to the center of Intercourse for intercourse.
Yeah, but make sure you take the back way. Everybody.
Yeah, I heard it's a really crappy trip.
What the hell?
Oh, terrible puns.
What happened? He disappeared.
We lost a few people.
That was the joke that put him up, that went over the line for him. He's like, oh, these guys, did you guys hear what these guys just said? You gotta leave.
Fucking racist. Google Hangouts.
Yes, Google Hangouts. We as able-bodied heterosexual straight, yeah, same thing. Heterosexual able-bodied men were getting picked on by Google. There's actually a YouTube user by the name of Google It who roasts JJ on a daily basis.
He roasts you, by the way, as well.
Oh, did you just assume Google's gender?
Oh, fucking hell. I'm sorry, Google It. I owe you an apology.
Yes, I did. I'm so oppressive.
Sorry, what happened, Reckless?
Someone had a stroke. I don't know. Everybody just sounded robot, and then it froze, and then robot, and then froze.
I'm a robot.
My tablet.
Hey, Reckless, I was telling you that there's a city in Pennsylvania called Intercourse.
Nice.
Well, sign me up. I bet the red light district is fucking awesome.
Yeah, but they only do missionary there.
Hope they have a version of 8 Mile.
God damn it. Oh my god.
Players will get that joke.
Well,
I got the joke.
Hey,
oh my god.
you know there is a road in, I think it's Arizona, and the name of the road is Zzz. I'm not kidding. It's ZZZYX.
ZZZYX.
So I got one better. There's a road around where I grew up in near St. Louis called Upper Bottom.
Oh, come
also,
on. Didn't you say that where you lived? Didn't you say you knew about two roads that connected with each other? One was called Gay, and the other one.
Oh no, that's in Nashville. That's in downtown Nashville. Gay and Church, and they go the opposite ways. They
planned that shit.
Yeah.
Yes, they
downtown Nashville. Two sides of the street. Yeah,
God dang it! Yes, man.
There's an intersection in the UK that is actually named something like Betty's Crotch or something like that.
Awesome.
That's good.
Oh, well done.
I bet it's a very fishy road. I've heard.
Oh.
There's a lot of fishing holes there.
Right by the tuna factory.
I just gotta say, I just gotta say, I used to be a fisherman, and if it smells anything like that, I'm out.
It does. I've been there. It does.
Oh gosh.
You need to get more hygienic women, dude. That's.
Yes.
Remember to do the alphabet.
They need to start cleaning themselves.
Yep.
Maybe you should just go to women with dicks.
Yeah, then you won't
have
that problem.
plan anyway.
Hey, you guys, I've actually heard
JJ
that there is that the best way to do from a joke from Sam Kinison, the best way to do oral sex on a woman is with the alphabet.
Oh yeah.
What? How do you do that?
I heard that.
Yeah, how?
You do all of the letters of the
Your tongue out and yeah.
Your tongue, yeah.
A.
Oh my god, that's a genius.
Where's your tongue?
E.
Yeah, you trace all the letters. So
A,
you find the letter that
B,
works,
E,
and then you just keep doing
F,
that letter.
Mhm.
Is this turning into a mute war between S-Man and JJ?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Let's
Yeah.
all mute JJ.
Yes.
So, I mean, the alphabet works. I prefer the Konami code. Up, down, left, right, asshole. Wait, no, A, B. Oh, shit. It's A, G. Okay, so it's the A spot, the G spot, A spot, G spot. And then I don't know what select start is.
And then you just stick your pinky in her asshole to mix it up.
Yeah, and then you just go full chakra. So, I mean, that's the select start.
Rise and gone.
And even if it doesn't get her off, at least you'll get 100 extra lives. So, or 99 extra lives, I guess.
True.
But then you'll have to please her forever. That sounds horrible. I want to go to sleep eventually.
I mean, sex is sex.
Now for the mute more with you guys. Let's talk about the debate again. And
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
what
play a certain part of it.
So, like, at the beginning, he started saying that you were saying it was abhorrent. And he kept referring to that as if you were talking about trans people as being abhorrent, right?
That's what yeah.
Right.
Like
I think the exact words were it was an abhorrent defect or something along those lines.
No. He was talking about
was
the way people will. So he's saying that transgender people have gender dysphoria, and that's a mental disorder. But people following that disorder, people allowing that to continue, people like that's abhorrent. Yeah,
that's what I meant.
Yeah, and he kept saying that as if you were saying that trans people in general were abhorrent, and you're like, no, it's just as abhorrent as somebody has a Napoleon complex. They think they're actually literally Napoleon, and to give into that delusion is terrible for them, and it's harmful for them, and it's abhorrent, that sort of behavior. Same thing as giving into the delusion of trans people.
Well, what about
harmful to
Chris
them.
Pringle from Miracle on 34th Street? Let's say a guy really believed he was Santa Claus. The end result of that movie is the end result of that movie is kind of that. So what if he's delusional and believes he's Santa Claus? As long as he's not hurting anybody, leave the guy alone. You know. That's,
I was thinking a good logical rebuttal because you said you're slightly autistic or you're on the spectrum, Aspie.
Yeah. I am too.
I just said a good logical rebuttal to that would have been, well, you're saying that I'm saying that autistic people are abhorrent. Do I have internalized autistic? The fuck would you call that? Autophobia?
Internalized ableism.
Yeah, I was gonna say because you can't say it's autism because then that word already has a different meaning.
When I kept getting it wrong. He wanted me to say trans people, but I kept saying trans.
Damn it!
And I said, sorry, I'm autistic, so it's harder for me to learn language, which is true. I have a harder time learning new words. I shouldn't have given into him though, but I have a. And he says, no, that's not because you're that's not because you're autistic. That's because you're actually a transphobe and you don't want to say trans people because you're bigoted against trans people, and I'm just.
Well, you also said nigger right in front of him, so.
Hey, Aspie, you gotta realize this. When he kept calling me transphobic, even though I was debunking his nonsense left and right, at the end of the day, he's just gonna call you that whether you like it or not. So you know what? Just fuck him.
Yeah, you know what? At that point, you should have just said, "Okay, fine, gas all the trannies," and then.
Yeah. Just trigger the fuck out of him.
Now, can we get back to the debate?
Yeah.
Get back to the logic. There's something.
Seriously, goddamn it, stop it.
For some reason, people on the left, that is always their go-to tactic, is to try to find, like, oh, your motivation. If I can figure out what your motivation is, oh, see, it's all stems from hate. Therefore, all of your logic is null and void. And you're like, no, it isn't.
Right, and
even if I was literally Hitler, even if I was literally Hitler and I wanted everybody on the other side to die, you still have to debate the points that I'm bringing up. You still have to debate the facts and the arguments I'm bringing up, and not like even if I wanted to end all life on the planet, it doesn't matter. In that, my motivation is inconsequential to what I'm saying.
Right. Well,
you have to debate what I'm saying.
See that kind of on the Christian right too. Like they'll say that, oh, you just are an atheist because you hate God or some stupid shit like that.
Although I will say that more often that applies than it does with what the left says. Okay.
Even if you hate God, it's still my responsibility to debate your points. It doesn't matter if you hate God or not. You could be all about sucking Jesus's cock, and you still make those points, and I'll be like, well, I still got to debate the point that you brought up.
Well, I have to say the main difference is, and let's say we have a debate like Aspie's here, and a theoretical debate between the angry atheist and the Christian. And the difference between that right there would be that the Christian is pointing out the emotional thing going on, whereas with Owen there, he is both being emotional and applying motive to you. Yeah. Whereas, he's doing both at the same time.
But even if you're not angry, some Christians will throw that at you. Just because if you don't believe in God, that's obviously because you hate him. Like the idea that you can examine the evidence and conclude that God doesn't exist.
Like you don't believe,
they can't even comprehend.
If you don't believe in God, why would you hate? It's like there is nothing there, and I hate nothing with a passion. You're like, what? That is that.
Right. I gotta say that's kind of a odd one to say. Oh, if God can't exist, then how come I can't be mad at him? It's like, well, I can be mad at fictional characters on TV, and I can be mad at everything.
Yeah, Darth Vader.
But this is off topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a tactic of debate, which I'm seeing more and more, and I'm starting to realize, it's an observation of nobody knows how to debate. It's so weird.
Yeah, ad hominem, straw man arguments, appeal to emotion. And
I don't think
honestly,
I used any fallacies.
No, just him. Owen was using.
Right. Well, funny thing I have to point out is he's saying, "Oh, well, you're appealing to authority," or at least he was alluding to it at times. And it's like, well, you don't understand how an appeal to authority works. It's like Michael Jordan says Oaties are the best and most nutritional cereal in the world because he's an expert at basketball. Obviously, he must know about cereal. That's an appeal to authority fallacy.
Yep.
No. Even if it was about basketball, the appeal to authority fallacy would apply because he could be.
No, I mean if you get information from a geneticist about genetics, that's not an appeal to authority fallacy because he's obviously.
No. The geneticist could say something. A geneticist could say, "Oh, I'm an expert in my field, and there is no biological determination for sex or gender." But to quote him on that would be an appeal to authority. So
right. Well, it also has to, what you use also has to be factually accurate or logically accurate too.
So appeal to authority is not a valid argument by itself. It has to be backed with something else. So
right. Well, it'd be like I think a good example using basketball would be asking Shaquille O'Neal about free throws.
Because he sucks at them?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't watch basketball. I just assume that. I assume
he wasn't that good at free throws.
He's probably very shitty at the game, but all he can do is just drop the ball into the basket because he'll just drop the basketball between his legs and land in the basket because
I think I could have. I don't think I ever called him out on his fallacies because. Oh my gosh!
You would have spent the entire debate doing nothing but calling out fallacies and explaining why they're fallacies because that's all he did. There was nothing that was actual.
I swear to God, I'm gonna rip Google's nuts off.
God don't worry, damn it!
They'll just come back. Don't worry. Just keep coming back if you guys leave.
Wait, you were saying you didn't.
That's how we know
quick,
Google is a woman because she's got balls.
What'd you say?
Right? And
you said you didn't call him out on what?
On his logical fallacies, because I'd
have been on top of that. Sorry, you were saying.
I'm very good at pointing out my own flaws, but not other people's. So
honestly, how the hell did you have the patience to deal with that dickhead for an hour and a half?
Yeah, I mean seriously.
Well, the answer's pretty simple. I live with my dad.
He must be a lovely man.
He's not that accepting.
He's just he's a good guy. Accepting or something. He takes everything so overly seriously. It's just.
You got the.
No, I understand. My dad's the same way. Very smart, very logically and philosophically minded. But if you disagree with him, he's like, he gets a little heated, but not like the left does.
Yeah, my stepdad's sort of like, oh, you don't agree with me, go to your room.
Yeah, here's the thing. I was in a debate with him for 2.5 hours, and while I didn't call him any names or anything, I did say, oh, for fuck's sake, once, because he kept cutting me off or taking things out of context. He took you out of context a lot. I've never seen someone strawman this hard or use... the amount of logical fallacies were over 9,000, and, I mean, the fact he did that...
I think Danny Korch does the exact same thing. Like strawman's person to oblivion.
He was bordering on ad populum at certain points.
What? Right? No, even worse than that. He was literally just going off of, I say this.
Or your subscriber count, you son of a bitch. Like, who cares? I don't care if I have 0 subscribers to 200 and 270 at this point in time. Who cares? I don't care if I have more videos than subscribers. That has nothing to do with the point I'm making. And fucking hell, every time he'd say that, I'd be like, alright, need a drinking game, like Undoom does. Every time this fucker brings up subscriber count, just...
Well, I've shown up. One of my very fun hobbies is to debate matters of theism and atheism and God and such. And a lot of people will, like me, they'll assume, oh, I'm a small channel, must be a Christian conservative motherfucker. And because of that, they're not. You know, I'm not saying they're not smart. They're definitely really, really smart atheists out there who are very logical.
Yes.
But because they assume my motive, they assume my arguments. Therefore, I show up and I blow the fucking field up. And I think he did the same thing to you.
He was attributing motive, which is another type of ad hominem attack. Like, I know I use the term ad hominem, but when you go to the definition and the subtypes of ad hominems, it fits, and it shows that he couldn't go 5 minutes without at least saying something stupid, and he couldn't go at least 20, 30 minutes without an ad hominem. I'll be right back. I need some water. But
he couldn't go 7 minutes without an ad hominem. Come on.
No, that guy, it was. Oh, that's too kind. 5 minutes. He couldn't go 5 minutes without an ad hominem.
5 minutes, because that's what I had to stop every 2 minutes to go vent and come back.
I didn't watch the whole thing because I just started skipping through it, to be honest. Because
I watched the whole thing, but man, it took me way too long because I had to keep stopping and be like, oh no, fuck you, and then go rage and then come back. And then
I had to watch it in chunks.
Yeah, same. I had to skip through that shit.
I watched at least 10 minutes at a time. Like it took me
That's more patience than I had, man.
Aspie. It took me like 2 hours to watch it. Like I started watching at midnight until like 2:30 in the morning because I'd stop and be like, no, that's not what he was saying, dickhead. This is what he was saying. And then I stopped doing that because I realized he can't obviously hear me. Yeah. And he just called me a transphobe as well. I wonder if he's blocked you on Twitter because he blocked.
He hasn't.
No, he blocked a buddy of mine once because he got called a cuck in a beta. Yeah. Me, alpha, you beta.
Well, I gotta say, Aspie, I usually hate live streams and live debates because they're so boring, honestly. You might as well just watch the highlight reel that some fan made.
Yeah.
But that one was actually really good. And it was one of the few ones that throughout almost all of it, it's like, this is entertaining.
Yeah, it's like what that's what I was thinking to myself afterward. I was like, okay, this debate is something that people are going to really like because at one point it's very entertaining, and two, it shows just how insane he is. Because I wasn't, like a lot of people, like S-Man, who's now getting water, would be a lot more cordial and try to not put his points. I was just being as blunt as possible. I was just telling him exactly what I thought, point for point. Because really, I could not use, very jargonish, very complicated language. So I just had to say exactly what I thought, and just bluntly as possible.
I got kicked off of a guy's channel forever for that once.
Yeah, I like being blunt. Because being blunt, it shows how sane people either are or not. Because if you're blunt to somebody about something, just like, well, I think, instead of just going, well, I think it's blah, 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 and, if you just say, I think it's this, what do you think? It'll show whether that person's sane or insane, and at this point, I showed that Owen was absolutely a nut job.
Yes, he is.
Right. Well, you were blunt, but you also weren't being a dick either.
Yeah.
So it was. It was a good. It was a good. I have kind of a different approach to it. I'm very blunt, and I'll laugh in my opponent's face if they say something stupid, but I won't insult them directly. But the only time you laughed was chicks with dicks.
Yeah, that was
I'm
the
actually
only time
currently
I laughed.
so pissed. I actually went on Twitter and told Owen, "You're such an asshole." You know that?
Did he say
Actually,
anything
I'm
back?
pretty sure he wants to be an asshole, because if he's not an asshole, how else is he going to get fucked?
That's true.
That's true. Oh, and
Without the lube.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I started
Fucking with the paddles sideways without any lube.
Yeah, when I started debating with him, before we started debate, he was really nice because he didn't know what I was going to be like. He didn't know I was going to be that blunt. He was actually he was friendly at first, but then after I gave my opening statement, it just went downhill from there. It was okay, kind of like he kind of thinks I'm safe. Then just
why would he say that?
Now, actually, Aspie, to point out, like, I've had 4 debates. The first time, I didn't know what he was going to be like. He didn't know what he was going to be like, and it was okay. Second debate, he was kind of being a complete cuck. Third debate, it was actually quite calm. Fourth debate, we were both uncharitable to one another. Like, every time we would meet up at, like, the second, third, and fourth debate, we were actually very nice. I'd say, how are you doing? He'd say, I'm okay, how are you? That type of thing. And, yeah, that's kind of the impression I got, because, I don't know, how were you guys towards one another just before it went live?
Well, we were very cordial with one another. I asked him how he was doing, and he says, he said he was tired because it was 2 o'clock in the morning where he was at. And,
when it started?
Yeah, when he started, yeah. Well, I think it was actually 2:30 when we started. And I was just sitting there, and he was very cordial, very nice. Then we started the live stream, and it just went to shit from there on.
Yeah. This is how it seemed. It was like, okay, you guys are okay. Because I'm like, you guys seem like you'd actually be very decent people towards one another. Then as your opening statement, like the minute you open your mouth for the opening statement, now that I think about it, it was like this. It's just like his ability to get pussy, basically, just obliterated.
I wish he had done face cam so I could have seen his actual real-time reaction.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
You could hear it on his voice.
He cut you off. He cut you off so much, and I'd love to comment a timestamp of where his voice got very cancerous. He's like, "Do you even believe what you're saying?" Oh God!
He got the classic snobby British mode, is what he did.
Yeah, that's exactly. I couldn't believe it either. I was just like, okay, I should have expected this when I came here. I thought he would be a more cordial person. He's radical but more cordial. He's not. I got everything that I thought the far left wing nutcase would be like.
Yeah,
he's almost as archetypal as Steve Shives, honestly.
Yeah, he's more hateful than Steve Shives.
Yeah. And Steve,
I mean, I called him a faggot. He blocked me.
She's a genuinely good person.
Hey, Aspie, just a quick thing. I'm gonna play just a small part of the hangout, and trust me, you'll know what I'm talking about in 4 seconds.
Person with integrity.
Okay, and good person. How do you believe what you're saying? Like,
what a dickhead!
The scoff.
Do you even believe what you're saying? That just sounds.
I'm so posh because I'm a fucking dumbass.
Do you even believe what you're saying?
My tea and crumpets and look down at you from my nose.
I am so good at my shit that I can shit talk you whenever I fucking want, you fucking kid.
It was absolutely ridiculous what Owen was.
You have the patience of Buddha.
I think
yes, you do.
My patience was what's ironic is sometimes my patience is very thin and sometimes my patience is very long.
Dude, during your stream, your patience was like way up here. Mine is normally 9, here.
Like the patience was over 9,000.
It really was.
Like
and mine was at like 500.
Yeah.
By the way, how open to debating random motherfuckers is he? Because I want to get in on that.
Oh,
debating a white YouTuber.
Yeah, they're going to have a debate at some point in time, and he says he's very open to debate, and I don't think he's going to be very open to debate by the time this year's over. I really doubt it.
Yeah.
I don't
So I
want to
gotta
debate
get
him
in there
anymore
quick.
because he's too
Yeah, I
much
know
of a
it's
fucking
probably a
dick.
smaller channel, but that's actually a breath of fresh air that he's actually willing to debate, even though he's shit at it, absolute shit.
Yeah. I mean,
but I mean
he couldn't-
that's at least
guys.
more than most people, because most people won't even come to the table to even talk. So.
Well, I want to debate atheism with him because even people that totally disagree with me and are almost religiously atheist, as comical as that sounds, we all seen it. They say that I'm really entertaining when I'm debating a hardcore atheist.
Yeah. I'll watch that stream. Wait, would you re-upload it to your channel? Because I don't want to give that fucker watch time.
It depends on how long it goes for, because I only have a phone. Well, actually, I got a computer.
Another thing Owen said. I remember another thing Owen said when he says, "Usually around this time, I would say that was a good stream, but now I'm actually genuinely disgusted. I'm actually genuinely disgusted right now."
Disgusted at your behavior.
The last 5 minutes of that was pure self-masturbation. It was wonderful.
How dare you talk about scientific
fucking British.
and biology?
The salt was tasty.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Salty as fucking.
Salt is the way of
Salty as
life.
Chick-fil-A's fries.
Yeah. Yeah. Amen. Too much salt. Way too much salt. What do you want me to? You want me to have a heart attack, Chick-fil-A? Come on, come on. Yeah, you think they probably gave me that much? They probably gave me that much salt because they thought it was gay or something. And anyway,
here's another point that wasn't exactly brought up in the debate. But if he's saying that there's other genders and there's and other sexes, why does it take surgery to get there?
Yeah.
Because people are dumbasses.
Yeah,
That's reckless.
Small amount of birth.
Reckless, you're
What the hell is that?
What happened?
Reckless, you're having trouble.
Yeah, what was it?
I don't know. But
I'm sorry. I'm in deep South Texas now. Mexicans don't know how to build radio.
Ain't that the truth?
Smart Mexicans.
I live in a town with Mexicans, actually.
I'm a quarter Mexican, so you can tell me.
I'm be omniracial, so I am Mexican, and I find that.
Hey, Reckless, are you near the what is it? Are
Whoa,
you
the
near
lag.
hazard zone?
Or the border wall.
No, Houston.
Oh.
Oh, the border. Yeah, dude.
You're oh my god.
Driving underwater.
You sound like a gay robot sucking off someone. He sounds like a gay robot sucking off someone.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's in the underwater level, guys.
I'd say Hispanic.
Hey, I'm getting annoyed with this.
Yeah, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Dude,
I'm dying.
With static. Coherent.
I'm so
very
dead.
coherent.
Try again.
I can hear that 100%.
Yes, it was very coherent.
How about now?
Better do Aspie's better.
Aspie. Now it worked
Oh
now.
my god.
Aspie, can you do it? Can you do it a little re for us?
Okay.
Oh my god.
That touched my soul.
He's
Same.
dying.
Oh, there you go. Now you're
That touched my Kekistani flag over there.
Yeah.
That touched my Kekistani flag.
Dude, I am trying to get my family to buy me that for my birthday. God damn it! Stay in your own fucking lane!
Mexicans.
Damn Mexican drivers.
Goddamn Mexicans.
I almost yelled that out because they actually have a Mexican license plate.
Oh.
No, they started flashing their goddamn phone's light at me. It's like, what the fuck? You're the one in my goddamn lane.
And they disappeared again.
No, he's gone.
No, I think it's you have to keep talking or else you'll be kicked out.
I don't know.
I am seriously going to rip out Google's uterus.
It's the gulag.
You have a uterus. Google is a chick with a dick.
I would pay to watch that.
Yeah. What did say?
God, and I'm at 29% battery life on my phone too.
I just realized
Real quick, what was I saying before I went off?
I don't know. I was talking about how it's kind of weird that there's
about
all these
damn
extra
Mexican drivers.
sections, but they require
Mexican
surgery
drivers.
to get there. So
yeah,
maybe it was something related to that.
I don't know. This idiot nearly made me lose track.
Yeah, it's like
How do you even keep your internet while you're on the road anyway?
Yeah.
What's that?
How do you keep your
How do you
internet when
keep
you're on the
your-
road?
Oh, I just use my phone. I have unlimited data, and I use a app to make my videos. That's why I can't. That's why links from Twitter don't work for me.
Oh. Man, I keep
Excuse
yawning, and it's getting kind of late, and it's now 8 o'clock. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna head off.
It
Thanks
is
for the
currently
invites
10
and
o'clock
stuff.
where I am.
One more thing.
It's 9
S-Man.
where I'm at.
You seriously don't like
11.
pineapple on your pizza, S-Man?
No, I think it should be a federal offense. Anyone who
Heresy.
eats
Are you
pizza,
serious?
I've never tried it. I want to.
It's good.
anyone
I want
who
to
eats
try pizza
pineapple
with
on their
pineapple.
pizza needs to get shot. JJ, if you eat
No,
pineapple on your
Them's
pizza,
fighting words. We're gonna have a debate about nothing but pineapple on pizza.
oh,
Yeah, I would host that.
We're
Can
gonna
I
have
host
to-
That
that, please?
team is dead, guys.
It's going to have to be like a 5-hour
Wait, didn't
stream.
Aspie eat pizza with pineapple on it though?
No, I did not. It
All
was
right,
pepperoni.
Oh. Oh,
Oh,
it's
okay,
What
another.
about
then it's
pineapple?
fine.
What about? I got a question. What about with a pizza on it? Like the whole pineapple.
With the pizza on it?
Pineapple.
Even worse. It's just a
Yep.
it's fruit.
all right.
Yeah,
I
sure, I'm
accept
all
your
for it.
debate offer,
Pineapple.
Humane.
Can
I
I
will-
can I host it, please? Can I host it?
Maybe it's because you guys haven't tried
I'm moderator.
barbecue sauce and a pineapple.
No,
I-
seriously, I would
That
host
sounds
spaghetti.
fucking disgusting.
Instead of spaghetti sauce,
I think
they do
pizza
barbecue
with
sauce.
pineapple and then a
Pineapple
bunch of
and
Canadian
chicken
bacon
is
on
JJ
the
top
likes
of the
best
trannies.
pizza ever.
I like women.
It's Hawaiian
Oh,
barbecue.
I got a controversial opinion about pizza here. Okay.
I like women.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I love
First off,
pizza.
do
I am
any
not
of you?
picky when it comes to
First
pizza.
off,
JJ, shut the
first
fuck
off, do
up.
any of you live in New York City?
No.
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 No,
I live in Oklahoma.
Well,
I live in Utah.
Uno's
I live in
pizza's not that
Florida.
great.
But I always hear people talk about New York City and the food, and I actually and I took 2 days off from trucking there, and their pizza fucking sucks.
Ah,
Yeah, it's
Oklahoma
God.
pizza's
I
pretty good
ordered a
though.
pizza.
Utah
in
pizza ain't that bad.
Chicago, and it was thin crust. Like,
I've heard, yeah, it's pretty
who
good.
does, like if,
No,
if I don't
no,
specify what kind
They
of
literally had.
Twitter right now. What was it? Logic was saying he follows all the crazies, and I tweeted at him, "Awesome! I know why you started following me because Logic follows me."
Hey,
Second
I have a joke for you all. JJ likes his.
started
likes his
about abortion.
Yeah. Hey JJ,
Yeah.
I have a joke for you. Let me
What?
guess. Okay, is it true that you like your women like how you like your pizza, thick or something? I don't know. I don't really plan all that well.
Oh, that's terrible.
I actually
know.
like my pizza thin.
you
Thank
like
you
your
very
women
much.
like you like your pizza. You
People
like your
say they like
pizza
their-
black cock. All right, there you go.
God damn it! I like my pizza. No. Here's how I like my women.
Didn't have to.
I
make
like my
sense.
women like I like my women like I like my books, leather bound.
I can agree with that.
All right.
It's a
Catch
wooden.
you guys later.
Nah,
I'm
nah,
gonna be
nah,
being
nah,
kinda
come
sweet.
on.
We're all by.
Alright. See you, man.
Yep. Bye.
All right, wait, who's leaving?
I'm leaving.
I'm perfectly good at it. Sex in the air, I don't care. I love the smell of it. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but chains and whips excite me.
I need to have a lighter out while you're
That was
singing.
pretty good.
You just gave me a boner.
Boy, that was 10
Oh
out
my,
of 10.
that was good. That was pretty good.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I'm
wow.
saying
That's
that
10
song's
times
lyrics
better
is
than my singing.
It plays on the radio. It's pretty much porn. That song.
All right.
It is.
Now you
I've
gotta
seen the
do
music video.
word-
Watch the
word-
music
word-
video.
Oh, sorry, I'm doing this wrong.
Hey, Aspie.
Yeah. Yeah, Reckless.
Don't
You
do
gotta
that.
make that
Hey.
song tolerable.
Reckless is talking, you guys.
Hey, Aspie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I saw you did that parody, right?
Yeah.
You know the song "Suicide Is Painless," right?
Yeah.
No.
Lovely song. Everybody should know it. If you don't, you're heathens. But I actually
Oh, yes, man.
All right.
Hello.
Wow,
Yeah,
so
can you hear me?
Yes, man.
Yeah, I can.
All right, but yeah, I actually wrote a political parody song for "Suicide Is Painless." Do you think you can hit those notes?
I don't. What type of? I've never heard the song, so
just listen to it. It's
I'll look
Yeah,
it
it's
up
not
right
that-
now.
It's not
Mash "Suicide Is Painless." It's a wonderful song. It's difficult, very specific parts. That's all.
La, like kind of stuff like that.
no. I don't think
No,
so.
it's very light. It's very light and mellow voiced, but it requires a lot of control because it's always within very specific ranges. Yeah, I think you could do it. Well, the thing is,
I'm currently
It's not
listening to it, and yes, I do
Who wrote
remember
it?
this song.
It
I do
is
remember
not
this song.
technically difficult.
Who?
but the thing. Well, I'm just wondering if you'd be open because I have a friend who plays. It's Sketchy Hoods. You know who Sketchy Hoods is?
Yeah.
Hey guys, have you ever listened to this song? You look better when you're drunk by like white tie attire or something like that.
That's racist. That name is racist.
I'm finding the.
Bueno.
It's a pretty good song.
Is
Yes.
painless. Okay, let's.
Have you ever seen MASH?
By,
Mash.
Have you ever seen MASH?
Oh, MASH. It's by my. Okay, here we go.
Smash.
Yeah, it's the theme song.
Johnny Rebel.
Yeah, MASH is good.
Visions of the things to be, the pains that are withheld for me.
Oh my god, I love this song.
And I can see
It's almost a religious experience.
that suicide.
I feel like God's in my heart right now. Jesus.
Oh God,
I feel like God's dead. Oh, that God.
he ain't real.
I feel like God's dead.
The lyrics are very disturbing.
Yeah, you
I'm
should be
looking at
able
the
to do
stream
that, no
on my
problem.
phone, and I just see you holding your phone right now in the stream.
It's a BB gun. Don't worry.
Wait, where's my gun?
YouTube takes down this stream just because you flashed a gun.
Well, I think it's over the copyright. I think it's over the copyright.
I'm gonna leave for real now.
I know,
Right. Hey, Aspie.
Rice Gun flashed a fake gun on the
Yeah,
stream,
what
and
is
he
it?
got fucking banned.
No, I can't guarantee because this friend of mine, he has a friend that's interested in doing it, but he doesn't know if he'll be able to sing the songs due to time constraints. But I told my friend that if that guy can't do it, the first person to talk to is you.
Cool.
Because I've been watching your music videos and stuff, and you do have a wide range.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is 10 times better than me when I come to sing.
Yeah. I actually have about 3 octaves. Let me see. Yeah, I do.
You just
Holy
murdered all the
shit.
dogs in my neighborhood.
But you're on the road.
Oh, just like that,
Wow.
Oh, actually, I'm literally just driving through my neighborhood right now. I'm returning home right now.
Oh shit.
Awesome. Now your lagging is gonna stop.
Yeah.
Well, somebody stole my fucking puppy. I just learned that today.
Oh,
Holy
dude,
shit.
that sucks.
I would find that person, kill that motherfucker if they did that to me.
I'm considering it. I think I know who did it, and if he did, I'm gonna go stomp his ass. And
I'm ready to fucking
You go, boy.
fucking AR-15 and 44 with me.
I'd come with you to beat his ass.
well, my point of view is that even my turtle is a part of my family, and I will shoot your ass.
A turtle, yeah, that pet.
You don't fuck with people's pets.
Yeah,
You don't fuck with people's pets.
And what type of turtle is it? What type of turtle? A box turtle?
No, it's a classic red-eared slider.
Yeah.
It's a red-eared slider.
Yeah, I actually saw I was actually in Oklahoma. They have box turtles that walk around because people throw them out and they just walk walk and breed. I actually saw one and I picked it up and I was playing with it. The problem with those box turtles is that they get to have salmonella on them, and
That shit can kill you.
Well, a lot of people don't realize, turtles are dirty creatures. They're nasty motherfuckers. But also, they get a lot bigger than people think. People think it'll stay the size of your fucking fist forever. No, that thing will be about the size of your cat in about 5 to 7 years.
Yeah, they're big. Yep. They get big, and also
That's what she said.
Yeah.
No, she didn't. Stop lying.
You know, so.
What's funny? The animals that what's funny?
Shots
animals
fired.
What's funny? The animals that we think are clean are actually dirty, and the ones that we think are dirty are actually clean. Like turtles are very dirty, but ironically, pigs are actually not really that dirty. They're actually quite clean.
They just look like dirty motherfuckers.
Mice spend 3/4 of their lives cleaning themselves. Oddly enough.
Who? What?
Really? Mice.
Yeah, they do.
Mice spend 3/4 of their lives cleaning themselves. Not a lot of people know that.
Yeah, they're actually clean.
So they're actually rather clean, surprisingly.
Yeah. The only problem is who would have a rat as a pet? I mean, well, many
That's
people
insane.
Actually, it's not
I've
have a
had
rat
several
as a pet.
Easily.
I feel bad for you. I feel bad for you, mate.
Yeah. I once owned a pet snake. Actually owned 2 of them.
Really?
Okay, that I don't understand.
I just stabbed myself in the hand.
That's kind of crazy. It's like owning a spider.
Wait, did you actually stab yourself in the hand?
Yeah, actually,
I'm
it was because I was a big fan of Steve Irwin.
Yeah, we all missed him.
Yeah, may he rest in peace.
Yeah, God rest his soul.
Yeah.
God rest his soul.
Hey.
Yeah?
I just gotta say, Steve Irwin surrounded himself with crocodiles, stingrays, and everything deadly. I'm amazed he made it as long as he did.
Yeah,
How long did he live?
Surprisingly.
Even his wife.
Then one stingray got him.
You think when he died, when his wife found out that she was like, oh my gosh, she probably was like, well, I bet she was sad. I bet she wasn't as surprised as a lot of people would be. Like, she was like,
why did he have to go? I'm not surprised that he died that way, but why did he have to go?
Hey, you guys know South Padre Island?
Yes.
Stingray hit him just in the right spot. All right, basically when it curled his thing, if it hit him in a different place, just a few inches off, he probably would have survived.
And he probably would still be doing. He probably would have been a lot safer after that too, or not.
Hey, I'm not doing that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they just keep.
Oh fuck. We just lost them.
We lost them. We lost them.
No.
Damn.
Are we still
God fucking damn it. I am going to rip out Google's uterus and eat it.
I am more triggered than Owen after that debate.
Fuck this fucking fucker.
Real quick, guys. Do you guys know the island of Texas? South Padre. Yeah, my sister's been there. Really nice island, full of a bunch of hardcore leftist kooks. But anyway, they have the sandcastle building tournament here on the island, right? And a friend of mine actually got kicked out of the tournament forever because he made a sandcastle that was Steve Irwin's head on a stingray stand.
Oh my god!
just mentioned HARASSMENT. He just says that a friend of him got kicked out of a sand castle building contest because he made a castle that was that was Steve Irwin's head on top of a stingray's tail.
I don't know why he'd be banned forever.
Oh my god, that's awful.
Because it's a bunch of lefty kooks that get offended easy. That's why.
Even Steve Irwin's wife would have been laughing.
Yeah, she would have.
The thing was, it was like morbidly detailed. It was very detailed.
Holy, that!
Shit!
Did he have his tongue hang out to the side like this?
That would have been perfect. No, it literally looked like a dead head. But you know, light brown.
Like all the skin hanging off the ripped off head or something.
Yes, everything. It was so perfect, and they flipped their shit.
Holy shit!
Wow, that is awesome. That's actually amazing.
I give props to him.
And kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Well, I think the reason they kicked him out permanently really was because he'd won like the last 3 in a row or something, and they got bored of him.
So he's good. So he's good at it.
Yep.
He's the kind of person that millionaires would pay in order to have a badass sand castle in front of their house. Yeah.
Dude, you're starting to stutter like a. You're starting to stutter like what's his
like
name?
Me in the debate.
No, even worse than you.
Sorry about that.
Like most liberals that screech.
Yeah, I triggered Owen so bad.
Well, it's the connection.
Hey, on like a scale.
Oh yeah, you did.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad do you think I triggered him?
I think you triggered him to death.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, you triggered him straight into Ree.
Yeah. You triggered him 1,000,000 to 10.
Oh my gosh.
Not even 1,000,000.
The triggering was over 9,000.
Yeah, it's over. That's a Dragon Ball Z reference. Yeah.
I know, but it's still perfect.
I know. Actually, I heard a Yo Mama joke, which is Yo Mama's so fat that when Nama asked how much she weighed, Vegeta said she's over 9,000.
That is so perfect.
Also, I heard another one that says this one. When I was on a school bus ride back from a choir thing, I said this to everybody, and that made the whole bus just go up. Literally. I said this. Your mama's so fat, she doesn't need internet. She's already worldwide.
Nice. Best one I've heard that I came up with on the bus. I don't know if it's been out there. Probably has. But your mama's so fat, she jumped in the ocean and all the whales started singing, "We are
family, even though you're fatter than me."
Oh, here's another one. Your mama's so fat, her blood type's ragu.
Oh my god, I love it.
Oh, that's good.
That one was actually funny.
I have one. I have a good one. Your mama's like a prison. Black guys go in and out.
Oh god.
Here's one. Your mama's so. Yeah. Your mama's like a shotgun. 2 cocks and she's loaded.
Oh yeah, I heard that one in school.
Damn. Here's one. Your mom. This is classic. You probably all heard this when you were like 8, but I love it. Your mama's so dumb she brought a spoon to the Super Bowl.
Your mom is so fat she got arrested.
Your mama's so dumb.
Your mama's so fat that she was arrested for carrying 10 pounds of crack.
Here's one. Your mom is so fat. Here's a new one. Your mom is so fat, Trump used her as the border wall.
Yes!
And nobody getting past. No Mexicans getting past this.
Yo mama's so stupid. She bought tickets to Xbox Live.
Yeah.
I like it. That's good.
Yeah. Also,
sorry. Go.
Keep going. Your mama is so your mama's so hairy. When she gave birth to you, you almost died of rug burn.
Your mama,
oh god.
Your mama's so hairy, Busch Gardens got lost.
Wait, who got lost?
Your mama's so hairy, Busch Gardens got lost.
Lost him again.
Here we go. They'll be back.
Oh yeah, it's got lost.
Yo, mamas.
You know what Busch Gardens is?
Figured yet, JJ?
No.
Yeah,
But
No one
I
knows
just
what Busch Gardens is. Damn it.
I think it's
If
like
you did, it would. Trust me,
Yo
if you know
mama's
what Busch
so
Gardens
hairy,
is,
the
you'd
only
laugh.
language she knows is Wookiee.
If you guys knew what Busch Gardens was, you guys be laughing your asses off.
I don't know what Busch Gardens is.
Wait.
No, I don't.
I know what Busch Gardens.
Oh, that's a gun hole.
No, I said your mama is so hairy, Busch Gardens got lost.
Oh no, that's a camera. Never mind.
Yeah, dickhead.
Your mama's
It's a
like
camera.
Nice.
your mama's like a. Your mama is so dumb. She got hit by a parked car.
Yeah, I remember that.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's, fuck. Never mind, I can't remember.
Oh, here's one. Your mama's so fat, she got baptized at SeaWorld.
That's an old one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an old one. Hey, Loudmouth, you got any?
Not really. Yo, mama jokes aren't really my thing.
Yeah. Your mom.
I've got some incredibly racist jokes.
Okay,
Oh,
go,
those are the
them.
best.
Do it.
go ahead.
I got one. Why
Oh.
does
Put my face on the air so I can't.
Okay, here's one. Why doesn't Mexico have a Olympic team? Because old
Oh my
people.
Why?
Because old,
Here.
yeah, we've all heard that one. Oh, here's a better one. Yeah.
Wait.
What's wrong with 5 black guys going over a cliff in a Cadillac?
I don't know what.
What?
You see snakes.
Hey, Aspie.
Oh, I have
Aspie,
one.
I got one.
I have one.
I got one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, how many cops does it take to change a light bulb?
How many?
How many?
0. They beat the room for being black.
Oh,
Guys, okay, here's one for you.
How about this? A black guy and a Mexican guy are in a car together. Who's driving?
I don't
who?
know.
A cop.
Hey, here's one. Here's a great one. What do you say to a black man wearing a 3-piece suit? Will the defendant please rise?
Oh God.
Hey.
damn it.
Hey, I have a good one. Do you know what a Irish 7-course meal is?
What?
Oh my God.
What?
A six-pack and a potato.
Hey, no, here's guys. Here's one for you. So, what do you call a bunch of white people running down a hill?
I don't know.
What?
An avalanche?
Avalanche. What do you call a bunch of Mexicans running down a hill?
What?
What?
Mudslide. What do you call a bunch of black? What do you call a bunch of blacks running down a hill?
I don't know.
What?
I know this one. I got
here's another one.
Here's the worst one I think I've ever
Yeah, go
heard.
ahead.
What do you call a black woman who's had 20 abortions? A crime fighter.
Who? I have a good one. I have a really good one
Guys.
now.
Wait,
my
guys,
God.
I gotta go. I just got home. Okay.
All right, see you later, man.
Okay.
Nice talking to you.
All right, later.
Yeah,
Nice
we
meeting
do.
all of you. Nice meeting you,
I'll
Aspie.
have you on again if I can.
Yeah.
Follow me on Twitter. I'll follow you guys back.
All
Alright, cool.
All right, we'll do.
Okay.
Aspie, I got a joke for you.
I'm gonna find your Twitter
Yeah,
right now,
say this,
actually.
man. Say this, man.
All right. Okay. Oh my God. Why are a black guy's eyes always red after sex?
Why?
Because of the pepper spray.
Oh, I have a really good one. I have a really good one.
Damn.
Yeah, JJ.
I have a good one. What do you call a 7-year-old that can run faster than her brothers?
Oh my God.
What?
A redneck virgin.
Oh my gosh. Okay, hey, here's a really bad one. Okay, a black man, a priest, and a rabbi are all on a plane. The plane's going down, and there's only one parachute, so they all run to the back, and the rabbi says, "We need to help the children," and then the black guy goes, "Fuck the children," and the Catholic priest goes, "Do you think we have time?"
Oh.
There's no Catholic joke.
Yeah, that's it. No Catholic joke. Where did all this Catholic pedophilia stuff come from?
I don't know. It's a trend.
Oh,
Those were
I have a good
The good days.
I have a good Catholic pedophilia one.
Yeah.
I have a good Catholic
What
pedophilia
is
one.
it?
How do you get a nun pregnant?
How?
Oh, I know this one.
Dress her up like an altar boy.
Oh. I got a really bad gay one too.
God.
Here we go. How do you make a gay fuck a woman? Shit in her cunt.
Okay, I got one. This one's messed
bad.
up. Okay.
It's the I'm going
Hey,
to hell
Jim.
for that one.
Hey, Jim. How do you turn a fruit into a vegetable?
I don't know how.
AIDS.
I actually got that.
Oh, I have the perfect one right now.
Yes.
What do you call a homosexual in a wheelchair?
Oh my god.
What?
Oh god.
Rolades. Rolades.
Yeah. What do you call a Okay, here's one. What do you call a black man in space?
I don't know.
What?
The black hole.
An astronaut, you racist son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Black guy's flying a plane. What is he called?
I don't know what.
I don't know.
A pilot, you racist dumbass.
That's the same joke.
I know it's an anti-joke. That's okay. Here's
I know.
What do you call? Okay, I'm trying to think of a. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, here's a good one I heard a long time ago. What has 8 legs and yells hody-do, hody-do, hody-do?
I don't
I
know
don't know.
What?
Four black guys trying to make it to the elevator.
Hody-do, hody-do.
Hody-do, hody-do, hody-do. Good thing nobody's watching this.
Hody-do, hody-do.
We'd all be dead.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I thought of a lot of fucked up ones from last night, but I can't think of them now. Damn it.
Yeah. They can rate. A good thing my channel's not
I just realized one. Why does a guy have a hole in his penis?
Why?
I don't know.
To get air to his brain.
Oh my god.
That one's not good at all.
No.
Oh my god.
I know.
That one,
Okay,
that one bombed
I have a
harder
really-
than Hiroshima.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I'm trying to think of some.
How do you break up with a Japanese girl? What's the hardest part about it?
How?
You have to drop the
How?
bomb on her twice before she gets the hint. Jim's looking down like, what have I gotten myself into?
All right,
Wait,
here's
is he
another
even
one.
wearing
Here's
headphones?
One more racist joke, and then that's it. It's from me. Okay, here we go. And Nate, what do you call? How do you know if an Asian robbed your house? Your homework's done, your computer's on, and he's still trying to back out of your driveway.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Okay, enough for the racist jokes, people. I have to finish college and get a job and live the rest of my life without.
Oh, that's asking too much. Social justice is gonna hunt you down.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I speaking of which, I love Chris Ray Gun's song called "Ain't No Rest for the Triggered."
That was great.
Yeah, that was great. I love that
Yes.
song. My other favorite.
I love Chris Ray Gun.
It's his parody of Under the Sea. That was the
Come BPC.
Oh yeah.
You see?
Gotta PC.
Yeah, that was
good. That was also really good. Really talented song right there.
Yeah, Chris Ray Gun actually.
I think there was one where it had to do with Nazism or something like that, with Chris Ray Gun.
Bunch of Nazi, yeah.
Punch a Nazi.
Yeah, Punch a Nazi.
Punch a Nazi.
I actually like that one.
Gaga song.
I actually like that one.
Paparazzi, yeah. It was It was also a very good parody. You can tell he worked really hard on that.
I'm gonna go, guys.
All right.
Alright.
All right, see you, JJ.
All right.
As always,
Talking to you, by the
JJ
way.
likes trannies.
Pretty entertaining.
Bye, JJ.
Oh,
It was nice
well,
having you
subscribe
on.
to you.
All right. This is I think we are.
So, what do you think? So, Aspie, what do you think of my Ice Age review?
That was actually pretty good. I had never seen the movie, but after seeing your review, I don't think I ever will.
I hate Ice Age.
It doesn't seem to be.
I hate
It
every
doesn't
single
seem to
one.
be worth it.
I reviewed the
Yeah,
fifth
and you
movie,
can-
which is easily the worst of the series, and holy motherfucker, is it annoying! All right, and the plot is so bad.
Yeah, and the thing is, that people are completely uninterested in Ice Age. How do you know? There's only like 3 lemon fan fictions between Diego and Shira. People are not interested.
Well,
Yeah,
you had
pretty
5 movies. Yet the third movie made more money at the box office in 2009 than Up did. Up is one of the greatest movies of all time, period.
Yeah.
That's an outrage.
Oh, yeah.
It's an outrage. All right, whereas Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs wasn't nearly as bad as Collision Course. It's okay, but it wasn't even close to as good as Up.
Yeah,
Up was
the
a
fourth.
really good
What about
movie.
the fourth?
Up is amazing.
What about the fourth ice?
One of the best movies.
Yeah, Up is amazing. It is. It's just. I mean, the fifth, 15th. I mean, the first 10 minutes of the movie, you're just like, oh, that hurts. This hurts.
Yeah.
It was like it's like one of those movies that just hits you right there in the heart. You know, they wanted to have children, but they couldn't, so they decided they were going to go to Brazil instead. But she never went to Brazil, and then it's just it's a hard.
Surprisingly, I didn't cry.
Thanks
I
for the
felt
adventure.
bad.
Go have one of your own.
Yeah, that one. Now that line is probably a
Oh,
very that touches you right there. Yeah, and also it's like I mean that movie was bad, but it's not as bad as Littlefoot's mother dying right in front of him. That was pretty bad too.
Dear sweet Littlefoot, do you remember the way to the Great Valley? I think so. But why do I have to know you're going to be with me? I'll be with you, Littlefoot, even if you can't see me. What do you mean if I can't see you? We will always see you. Littlefoot, let your heart guide you. It whispers. Mother?
Oh,
Mother?
man.
That one hit. Oh, that was so bad. Also, you know what's funny is that the movie American Tail, the one that I've talked about a few times, is the one. It only got like a 69 on the Rotten Tomatoes. Not because it was bad or anything. It was just because it was so. They said it was so depressing that it wasn't. That for a children's movie, it wasn't really that good because it was just so dark.
Yeah, the saddest thing about Land Before Time is definitely this. Okay.
Yeah. And then you know what's funny? The Land Before Time, it didn't show kids as just being all good or anything. It showed kids as being very brutal. Like Sierra.
You see this image? Yeah, Judith Barcy, the actress who voiced Ducky.
Don't remind me of that, please.
Yep. It actually says yep on her gravestone. Believe that? That is the goddamn saddest fucking thing I've ever seen. Right there. I saw that first time. I honestly cried. I cannot fucking believe what happened there.
Was it like or was it kind of a?
Yeah, it was just the saddest fucking thing I've ever seen. Holy fuck! I mean, my God. I grew up with that voice. I assumed the actress who voiced her was fine, but no, she was murdered by her father right before the movie came out.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Also,
fucking sick.
And then, what's even worse, they had to ruin the first movie with all the other movies.
Yeah, I know. It's really disrespectful to recast Ducky after what happened to Judith Barcy.
Land Before Time 2 is Land Before 2 sucks. Land Before Time 3 sucks. Land Before Time 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. They're never going to stop making them. It's like the Star Wars franchise. They're never going to stop it. They're just going to
And they have these terrible songs. The original movie had no songs. Okay? Whereas the sequels are full of these terrible, terrible songs.
Yeah, I mean, there was that one part in the original Land Before Time where Ducky and Littlefoot were kind of dancing around a bit, but that really wasn't a musical part.
It wasn't really a song, though. I mean, there's a musical score, a very good musical score, but no songs.
Yeah. The musical score, especially when Littlefoot finally sees the Great Valley, that's a great musical score.
Yeah, James Horner did the score.
Yeah, James Horner, and it's a very heartfelt American film. Don Bluth was a very talented movie writer. Also,
he's still alive, but he hasn't made anything in a long time.
Yeah, and everything. Also, Steven Spielberg. I'm still looking forward to that Animaniac. I'm just hoping he doesn't turn it into a SJW Trump bashing type. I hope. I know what.
He might.
Animaniac bashed Clinton when he was alive, so come on, got to be equal opportunity.
I'm just trying to imagine what it would be like if Yakko, Wacko, and Dot were actually real, and when they came out, and after like 20 years in the water tower, they finally come out and they're like, okay, what happened? And you tell them, well, Donald Trump became president, and she'd like, what? But what? And like, yeah, Donald Trump became president. They're like, no way. That would be perfect. And you show them the article.
Honestly, that actually could be really funny.
Yeah, that'll actually be really funny. I wonder how they're going to change up the theme song, because in the theme song they mention Bill Clinton plays the sax. We're Animaniacs.
Or Donald Trump plays the sax. I don't know.
No,
Wait. Aspie, I need you to look up a song. It's called "Liar Liar," Pants on Fire, Hillary song. Well, of course, listen to it off air, but trust me, it's hilarious. I recommend you guys watch it. It was made around the time of the election, so it's perfect.
Yeah.
All right, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
All right, I think this I think after a few minutes I'll stop this stream because
I want to say something. What do you think of the Evil Dead remake?
I don't know what that is.
The Evil Dead.
I don't know. Didn't think it was that good.
I thought it was okay, but it could have been better.
Yeah.
It could have fixed a few things.
The thing is that I don't know why. I've been tempted, bronies. I've been tempted to watch an episode of My Little Pony just to see what these people, what about these this show they like. I mean, I am actually friends with I was actually friends with the guy who's now in Utah. He's a Mormon, and he was also a deeply religious Mormon. Yeah, he was the nicest guy you could ever meet in your life. And hey JJ, I wonder why you.
Yeah, I got bored. I was just listening to Punch a Nazi. It's fun. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Punch a Nazi.
We were talking about my friend who's a Mormon, a devout Mormon, and a brony. I'm like, dude, you're a brony. I'm like, yeah. He's in Utah studying.
Don't be hating on bronies, bro. Don't be hating on bronies.
Brony cancer. My brain would turn to mush if I watched My Little Pony nonsense.
My Little Pony.
Well, actually, there's one badass. You will not believe this, but there's actually one badass moment. There's actually one badass moment in that show. Reminds me a lot of DBZ, to be honest.
Yeah. I've seen a couple episodes of My Little Pony. It's nothing special.
Yeah.
Was it the first 2 episodes?
No. It was like newer ones.
They actually they're remaking. They actually have a remake of the Powerpuff Girls.
Kill it with fire. Kill it with fire.
Okay, one of the creators put himself in it, and he said he had a crush on one of the Powerpuff Girls when he was a kid. And I think he's trying to make that character have a crush.
How do you have a crush on one of those things? It's like this big-eyed thing with no nose.
I don't know, but there was a video.
It's like really bad. It's like really bad anime, dude.
There was a whole video someone in the skeptic community made, and
it's literally like canon back in the day.
He had a crush on one of them, and he's trying to make his character in the show. He likes.
Which one was it?
Fuck. The orange hair, the orange one.
I think by far the weirdest...
Oh, you mean...
Sorry.
Oh, you mean, Blossom.
Blossom, yeah.
I think by far the weirdest children's show I think I ever saw was like this... It was only for like 1 season because it's so wacky. It was called Sam and Max Freelance Police. It's based off a video game. That show was so... It was so just surreal and out there.
I remember watching Teletubbies as a kid. I remember watching Teletubbies as a kid.
Yeah.
That fucked me up.
Yeah, I was about to...
Oh, by the way, actually, one of the Teletubbies actually went into lesbian porn, to be honest.
Oh my god, what the fuck? What the fuck?
I'm not even joking. She literally went into lesbian porn.
She's British, right?
I think it was Tinky Winky or something like that.
That's her fucking porn name.
Now she's licking Tinky Winky, let me tell you.
Yeah, she's licking Tinky Pinky. Tinky Pinky.
Tinky Pinky, that's her fucking porn name.
Remember the alphabet.
Tinky Pinky. Well done. Well fucking done.
Man. Applause to you, my friend.
How long has this stream been going on for? I'm just curious since you started it.
About like
over 2
Over 2 hours.
over 2.5 hours.
Yeah, because I'm like, I wonder how long you might be. I don't know. Like, because I was like, I wonder when this exactly started. Because today's been fun. I got to stream with Son of Lucifer, Humane Mind, and JJ. Sorry, I forgot your name for a minute. You're chopped liver to me now. I'm kidding. And then we got to stream with Jossman without Son of Lucifer, and then we all got to join without Jossman here.
Yeah, it's been a lot of it's been a lot of fun.
Yep, a lot of streaming today.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck, my voice cracked.
I'm actually going to be streaming tomorrow, actually.
Are you?
Yeah.
Do you have an account? Oh, of course
yes,
you do.
it's JJ Skinner.
Yeah, what are you going to do? What are you going to do for your stream?
It's going to be a Q&A. It's going to be a Q&A. It can be raunchy, inappropriate, all you want it to be.
Cool. So, like, you'll just react to the chat. That's gonna work. I'm gonna ask a very original question. Nothing inappropriate because I feel like that's just getting weird. But usually just like a bunch of random questions. I'll even ask. I'll even ask if how Oklahoma life is. Like, what's Oklahoma like? The closest I've ever been to the state was like Colorado, and I was in Denver, so. That's as close to Oklahoma as I've ever been.
Free the weed, baby. Free the weed.
I know, right? I'm kidding.
Yeah.
They call it the devil's lettuce. More like more like God's hand.
I just found you on Twitter, man. I just followed you.
Thank you. I'll follow you back.
You should have said more like God's grass, but anyway.
Now I gotta find workhorse.
God's grass, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway,
I haven't been on Twitter in a while, so I'm going to see that. Aspie, how are you doing?
I'm doing very good. I'm just, hanging out here on the stream. I'm just anyway.
Fuck.
I just
follow him, damn it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Twitter's being retarded. I need to. Okay, I followed you and I turned on the notifications. Okay. Your bio says I'm anti-SJW and anti-retard. So Owen McDonald's an SJW and pro-retard. And then you tweeted at Steve Shives, how does that small cock gauge?
Man was completely blocked right after, right?
Yeah, I did that because I knew he was gonna block me one day. So I just said fuck it because I want to start YouTube and all that for the first time.
At least you gave him a reason.
Oh, by the way,
he blocked me for no fucking reason whatsoever.
Jim, read this. Read this.
I made a YouTube video about that, but I put ear rape right. Yeah.
By the way, yes, ma'am. I saw the tweet that you liked a few minutes ago with the hot dog and the bun.
Oh my gosh!
I wanted to give him a reason to block me, so I said, "Fuck it, he's gonna do it anyway." So
Steve Shives, how does that small cock cage your wife made you wear feels? Lol.
Yeah, I got blocked by Danny Corks and Steve Shives.
Yeah. I wonder if you.
Here's what happens if I try to view Steve Shives' Twitter page.
View Danny Corts. Has he blocked you? Has Danny? Has Danny Corts blocked you?
No.
Who?
Danny Corts.
What the hell's that?
Oh, he blocked me. He has a hate boner for me. Like he tweets about me a couple times. Like I once looked it up, and he has like 5 or 6 tweets about me, but he'll delete them at some point because I would take a screen cap and write a little mean joke on my own Twitter.
You know what's funny? Owen McDonald has actually not responded to a single one of my. Has not tweeted at me one time today. Weird.
I think
I tweeted at him. You're such an asshole. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
If I get blocked by him, honestly, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, neither do I.
Yeah.
I would have recommended that Loudmouth debate him about crime statistics and whether they're a racist, but I'm afraid that the minute like Loudmouth even opens his mouth with it, like if Loudmouth opens his mouth, he'll just end the stream and block you.
Yeah, I'm not letting him on my channel. I'm not wasting my time with him.
Oh,
After
man.
seeing his
My channel's like 4 times the size of him. Fuck him. I don't want to promote that guy.
I can't believe I actually said I respected the dude.
Oh god.
Here's my thing, right? Like here's my thing. Like I will like I don't hate the guy. I mean, he did go full retard in that debate, but I don't think he's like he's not like Steve Shives. He does say stupid fucking shit, but I don't think he's like the absolute worst person on earth.
Oh, you like my
He's
tweet?
not the worst
Nice.
person on Earth. He's not the worst person on YouTube. Not even close.
Yep. Steve,
Yeah.
Actually,
Y'all know Onision's the worst person on YouTube.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
I'll stick on
100%. I made a video on that douche.
Actually, I'm made his channel.
Games are probably both worse. I don't know.
I think Onision.
Vegan Games would probably give a sodomy to somebody with his knife collection.
Vegan Game's ultimate dream is for Roman Millennial to strap on a cucumber and go to town in his ass.
make him her bitch.
I was about to make a veganism video, but I decided, nah. I probably won't end up debating Vegan Games. I'll probably end up debating Ask Yourself, who's a lot more intelligent and a lot more militant. We'll just ask.
I'm gonna check out Vegan Games' channel, see if he's done anything lately.
Yeah, Vegan Games doesn't care if I insult him or you insult him because he doesn't want to fuck us.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, have you seen?
He hates everybody that eats meat. Are you kidding me?
Have you seen his
It's
wife?
like it's bullshit.
Kind of hate boner for Roman Millennial. When
His wife is ugly as fuck.
Yeah, his husband, I mean wife, is absolutely hideous.
He owns a lot of knives for a vegan. I'll tell you that. It's kind of scary, actually.
Yeah, he loved this week-long, constant Roman Millennial obsession. It was really freaky. But what is it? Who else? Angry MGTOW, of course. He's probably worse, isn't he?
I see him as annoying, but not really much of anything.
Didn't he try to get Jeff Holiday's kids taken away? That's pretty loathsome, right there.
Yeah. True. Yeah, he's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But he's not as bad as Onision or Vegan Games.
AIU, though, I mean, with all the people he's doxed, that's pretty awesome.
Vegan Games actually.
True. Okay, yeah, he's pretty up there. Yeah, you're right. He's pretty up there.
Yeah, atheism.
What's going on?
Definitely needs to be on any top 5 list of worst YouTubers. He's got to be up there.
Remember when him and Vegan Games and War Corps had a debate, and actually no, wait, no, fuck, never mind.
War Corps 666.
I was thinking of someone else.
Oh wait, who are you thinking of?
I'm thinking of the Warskis.
Oh, the Warskis, not War Corps. Okay.
Andy Warski.
Andy
Warski. Warski.
Vegan Games and Ask Yourself.
I like him.
And Chris and Andy Warski had a 2.5-hour debate, and it got really heated at one point.
Yeah, it did.
Yep. Weird.
What the fuck?
Well, I think the stream's gonna end.
Well,
because
maybe
of that.
he'll come back.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but either way.
I mean, it's gone for 2.5 hours. It's not that big of a deal.
No, it's his channel.
Yeah.
So he's got to be on the stream in order to end the stream, otherwise it keeps going.
Imagine if it went on until the 8-hour mark, like we all leave at some point in time.
No, it's not going on that
Yeah.
long.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But what is it? Probably in terms of worst YouTubers, probably number 1 would be Vegan Games, 2 AIU, and then Onision.
Yeah.
And then Angry MGTOW.
Vegan Games is pretty bad.
Yeah, Vegan
he's a
Games.
fucking
Yeah, I think
psycho.
that guy might legitimately kill somebody someday.
Yeah.
Why is he on that many knives for a vegan? Like, shit.
Oh, those knives aren't vegan.
Should I do a video on Vegan Games?
If you want to hear his fans autistically screech in your comments until the end of time, I'd probably
I
wouldn't
want
do
to
it.
want all the hate as possible in my videos.
I did a video on Anita.
Honestly, I wouldn't give a shit.
A little pot shot at Vegan Games and the whole. I showed that clip of his little cucumber going down on the cucumber thing.
Which video is that? I gotta see that again.
The Nina Sarkeesian video. I just kind of did it as a little pot shot. I was gonna do a full response to it, but I didn't want.
I'm not gonna do a video on Anita Sarkeesian.
Right, I didn't
She ain't
want
worth
to
my
do.
time.
I was gonna do a response to his entire video, but I didn't want to be white knighting Rolling Millennial because honestly, she's been pissing me off. But
Because
So I
why?
just kind of did a little pot shot at him at the beginning, just cause.
Wait, how's she pissing you off? I haven't heard much about her as of recent.
Huh?
How's she pissing you
Oh,
off?
during the whole bearing thing, she was like getting on my case, so fuck her.
You'd like to, but I'm kidding.
Yeah. She's good looking, but she's but that.
Little titties in my fat belly.
Oh my god, not that song again. No!
Every guy wants to fuck her, but you know she's still.
Whoa.
That
I
song
would rather
features-
stick I'd rather stick a toothpick on my big toe and then kick a wall.
Oh fuck! Oh god! Fuck! Stop! No!
Yes. Say more.
Okay, he's back. Thank God.
Repsion Jr. has joined us again. I'm kidding.
Junior, yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry, but it's true. But anyway.
Yes, man. I actually want to see War Corps and vegan games actually have a debate.
Who would
I
yell
actually wanna
loudest?
see that.
War Corps would be yelling the loudest and drinking.
I think it'd be War Corps.
I
think it'd be War Corps.
What's going on here? I'm trying to get back into my stream as me.
I think YouTube hates
Oh, the
you.
amazing Aspie. Yeah.
I think
I'll be
YouTube
right back.
legitimately hates us.
Yeah,
Alright.
no
Yeah, I'll be
shit.
right-
They have a blacklist.
No,
Yeah,
no,
shit.
it's my internet. My internet went down. Sorry. I'll be right back. Let me try and find my way
Alright.
back in here another way.
We don't fit their agenda. That's why they don't like us.
No.
We don't fit
By the
their
way, how do you
extreme-
get another Gmail account?
Why do you
How
want
do you get
another
another
Gmail
Gmail
account?
account?
Why?
For whenever I actually get a job and my job checks my
Just make a new
social
Gmail.
media.
Make a new
Oh,
Gmail.
fair enough.
Give them just make a new Gmail and just use that one, but just don't use it.
I'll just tell them I don't have one.
No, a Gmail's like a regular email. Well, actually, yeah. Okay,
I'll just give
That's
them
the
my
only
Yahoo.
email I have.
you can do
I'll
that.
just give them my Yahoo.
Yeah, you can do that
I
too.
need
You
to-
Wait,
can
does
go ahead.
Facebook count as social media? Or does
Yeah. That's like
and
asking.
we're back. And I'm back.
It's like asking.
I may just
Yay.
tell them I may just tell them my Facebook.
You have to put like an email or something, but
Do you guys have?
Yeah.
Wait.
I'll make a Yahoo then. Fuck it.
I think
I
you
used to actually rip
choose.
news stories from Yahoo all the time. Should do that again because
I
that
may
was
just get a
fun.
Yahoo. Screw it.
All right. I think I'm.
All right. Well, what the hell?
2 incredible Aspies. Oh my God.
Battle of the
What is
century.
going on?
Hunter versus the Incredible Aspie. I'm gonna mute the Incredible
Dun
Aspie.
dun 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 dun.
Dude,
That profile picture is awesome.
Get over here. Get over here.
I look. Oh my gosh! How did that happen?
Mine's
I guess
cool.
I am. Oh well, it'll eventually go. Anyway, it's creepy,
Ju-
but anyway.
As the Incredible Aspie was looking into the abyss. I'm kidding, but I really wish Google would find another color for the background besides black or gray. Kind of depressing.
What would you have it as?
Oh, it'd
It's
be either
kinda
red or
racist.
blue. I know I'm I'm
Yeah.
a white.
Or green.
Wait. White supremacist confirmed. Aspie loved that tweet. It was funny.
I'd
Yeah,
go
that
with
was-
green myself because green's actually a very happy color.
It was spelled so.
Look at a follower of mine posted on Twitter.
Oh,
cool.
oh.
What the fuck?
what is
It's like him on a cat's body.
What?
What
What's
is that?
Oh my god, Twitter! Zach Edwards is funny.
I'm gonna check.
Actually, let
I'm
me
gonna go
screen
check.
cap because it'll probably look better. Yeah, that's
Twitter.
Oh, God.
Twitter. Suck my ticker.
What the fuck?
Devin Tracy.
That was like the best thing I've ever seen.
Twitter.
kind of no bullshit. Fucking Devin.
For Owen regarding the
Yes.
far right is getting insane.
Honestly, let's be honest. Those two probably are doing the butt sex at this very moment.
Yeah. Oh, Devin
I mean,
Tracy.
he was
yeah,
white knighting
totally.
so hard.
Yeah, Devin Tracy. The word when you were talking to Bearing, Devin Tracy actually came into the chat.
And doxed someone.
Man,
Holy
what a-
shit. What a dickhead.
He was doxing the outspoken realist in the chat, and Bering laughed.
Fuck you, Bering.
Really? Bering's, but his fans kept saying, I'm not fair. Bering's anti-doxing. Fuck. Yeah. No, he's not.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah. He collabed with
Hey,
the
if you try to mute...
laughed when the guy doxed in his chat.
Bering was all saying that it was a shadow collab, that he downloaded Devin Tracy's video and edited himself in. You know, it's like if I took...
Still a collab. They did collab together for it. And he promoted the guy, clearly.
He called it a shadow collab. It's like if I took your Riley Dennis response about Antifa and violence and all that stuff and added myself in. I guess you could call that a collab then, or a shadow collab or whatever.
No, mine
if I were to do that, but
it's different. I never collabed with Riley Dennis. I never talked with Riley Dennis and said, "Well, let's make this video together." It's totally different.
No. What I'm saying is, if I were to take your video response to her or him or whatever you want to call it, and then did what Bering did, and just as a shadow collab or whatever he called it.
Right. Yeah, the guy keeps he keeps doxing the outspoken realist. Like every time Tor mentions him, Devin will continue to dox the guy. He got a ban from Twitter just like a few weeks ago for doxing him again. He won't stop.
That guy's a dick.
He's worse than a dick. He's a psychopath. There's no doubt.
He's a faggot.
Yeah, true.
All right,
he's a fugget.
He's a dangerous human being.
Yes, he is.
He's
not as bad as Vegan Games, but he's still pretty bad.
Well,
hey,
yeah,
Aspie,
less likely to probably kill somebody than Vegan Games.
Yeah, what is it?
Yeah.
What is it, Esmond?
Okay, there's some trending tweets I'm about to tweet out, and I hope you really enjoy them. Anyway, as you were saying, Loudmouth, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Yeah. What was that? He's less likely to actually kill somebody than Vegan Games, but but the way he tries deliberately to threaten people with violence and silence them, all right, that is just so despicable.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, that's what he's doing. When he tweets out people's personal information, all right, he's basically threatening them into silence, all right, saying if you criticize me, I'll have someone commit violence against you.
Yep.
I'd like to see him try a fucking AR-15, 12 gauge, 1911.
Yeah, I'd like to see him try against me. I'd fucking blast their ass.
I got a fucking AR-15 in my house. They want to try me? They can go ahead.
Fans even gave Crown T's real name.
I have a shotgun in my house.
Brother's name to a terrorist organization.
A fucking Pulse nightclub.
What?
Yeah. Some of Devin's fans in his name. They gave Crown T's name and his brother's name to this Antifa group in Germany, who pledged to hunt him down.
Shit.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Damn.
That's like some deep web shit.
I have a shotgun, so I'd like to see him try to blast their ass.
Fair, though, we don't know if Devin himself was involved in that one, but it was done by his fans in his name, and it's behavior that he encourages. He encourages his fans to dox.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyone trying to come to my house, they're gonna get fucking pulsed.
So
literally.
Oh my god! That's terrible.
No, but the thing is, I live in
your
Orlando.
tweets. I saw your tweets, man. They're amazing.
I just got that joke.
Yeah, I know. No, right. Well, no, I actually do.
What did he say?
Orlando. I said I have an
they're gonna get
AR-15 in my
pulsed.
house, and if anyone comes to my house, they're gonna get fucking pulsed.
Hey, that kind of reminds me of something. Hey, I remember during this one episode.
Holy fucking shit!
That's pretty, but that's funny. Hey, I remember this one episode of Animaniacs where it all showed up Saddam Hussein. It was like people of Iraq, and all of a sudden a trapdoor opened up behind him, and he fell down into hell, and all of a sudden they everybody starts singing, you know, and whether here with. You say I gotta be here whether you like it or not. Where the torment never end, and then it showed a family of people screaming because they have to watch this old show called The Facts of Life or something.
I loved Animaniacs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Animaniacs was amazing.
I wonder how they're gonna react to him. I wonder how Yakko, and Dot are gonna react to iPhones and stuff.
Like what the fuck is this shit?
No, they don't say that. Like, what's this? What does this thing do? They're not going to be as zany.
And then they press something and it leads to porn. Like, nope, I didn't press that button.
Hello, nurse.
Hello, nurse.
Okay, there's a few hashtags.
He finds lesbian porn, and he's all like, "Hello, nurses."
Or threesome porn. Hello, nurses and a dick.
Hey, JJ. Wait. What tweets of mine did you see that you're talking about? Just out of curiosity.
Both of the ones that you put up.
Yeah. I'm loving.
When Cook spam my mentions, I am #ready for it. Best thing about my life is causing SJWs to autistically screech in my mentions. I have been accused of being transphobic because I use facts over feelings.
Aspie can join that club.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna end this stream in a few minutes. But any last words on my debate?
On the debate you won, and it was an epic ponage. Bye, Jim.
Oh yeah.
All right, everybody. I think
it was an epic ponage, but it was good. It was good. It was good to see you have it calm debate. But if I were in your shoes, I would have told him to shut the hell up a few times out of pure frustration.
And eat some fried chicken and watermelon, bitch.
You have the patience of a saint, Aspie. I respect you there.
All right,
yes, I respect you.
Yep. Thanks for watching, I guess, everyone. And
all right, thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. Bye.
JJ likes trannies. Bye.